over this past week, I feel like there's been a lot of things that's happened. I feel like January was the longest month ever.
Man. Yeah, that's what everyone's been saying.
We got to February and we just didn't acknowledge certain things.
Yeah.
So before we talk about Kendrick, this blackity black Super Bowl, I'm actually really fucking happy with super blackity black. Like, y'all know I love Katy Perry and Ed Sheeran and all these white pops. Like, that's my bag.
Yeah.
But I felt empowered. So before we even get there, I feel like, yo, Alex, I'm disappointed in you, gang.
What I did, Black History Month, right?
I'm disappointed in you,
We got
gang.
so excited last week. Y'all know I missed the Umar over here. No, I'm not.
Like, how did we get here?
Why are you disappointing him?
Because we haven't mentioned Black History Month one time on this
at all.
Black ass podcast.
I'm disappointed in myself.
Black owned studio, black owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. Like, how did we make it this far in the February and we didn't acknowledge it? So I do want to start here, and then we can talk about all of the things that you guys tuned in to listen to. The Super Bowl, the Kendrick, the Drake. We're gonna do the breakdown.
All of it.
All of the things.
Mm-hmm. What else? Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get it.
What else? What else? Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? She was booked.
Oh my gosh.
What a way to... Wow.
I had to. I had to.
Wow.
Right? I had to start that way, man. I can't believe we made it this deep into February and we ain't really getting out bad. Like, I love being black, and I feel like, like that's And every month
what a
is
great
Black
way
History
to start off the pod. But is that the opener that Karen said?
Nah, that is not the opener that Karen said.
Nah, that would have been funny.
I was like, wait.
Like our white producer did that?
Well,
Karen tapped in.
That is producing.
Yeah,
but nah, definitely happy Black History Month.
For sure.
We are here.
He could have kept going for like 10 more minutes with the iconic black names.
All those beautiful black people that he mentioned, we had to do that. And you know, I saw that on Malcolm Jamal Warner's page. So shout out to Theo from the Huxtable.
My
from
dog
Cosby
Theo.
Show. Yeah.
Oh, so Theo rapped that?
I don't know if he rapped it, but he reacted to it.
Okay, took the IP.
He took the IP and he gave it
some life.
Yeah.
Get IP some life.
Like Metro Boomin with the BBL Drizzy beat.
Yeah. Okay. Salute to that, man.
He did. But what's going on, y'all? It's the Need to Know podcast. What you need to know, when you need to know, on the Need to Know podcast. We are almost at 300 episodes, man.
It's crazy.
We almost made it, y'all.
Should we do something special?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we gotta get some balloons or something.
Cake, some games or something.
Yeah.
What should we
Trivia.
do?
Oh, also, as of right now, we hit 70K subscribers on YouTube.
Yes.
Holy
All
shit.
thanks to y'all.
Shout out to you guys.
All thanks to y'all.
Literally like a
70.1,
few minutes
I
ago.
think.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment as always.
For sure. But yeah, with that being said, I go by the name SaVon, SaVon. You feel what I'm saying? I am going to find another cadence for another rapper for my name. I thought about Jadakiss.
What happened?
K-I-S-S.
Okay.
And I just want to make love. You know,
sick.
like, I'm thinking about all the ways the rappers flip their names. I got to find a way to do that with mine. Fab just had the easiest. Like that S-A-V-O, you know what I'm saying? The F-A-B-O. Like, that really mattered, but I'm going to challenge myself to, like, flip my name a little bit more.
But I feel like listeners like consistency, though. Like, you used it for a few months and now you're switching it up already.
Nah, I
liked
feel like
it.
I've been real consistent.
Because you had something different for the end each episode. That was dope.
So keep it, but you're saying you're going to switch it up.
I mean, all right. You know what? It was a challenge to me.
Okay.
That's all. Like Snoop. S-N-O-O-P-D-O-G.
But he got one of them. But he got one of them names that make it do that.
Yeah.
Respectfully, I love you. Your name don't make it do that.
Yeah, SaVon doesn't fit into everything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just stick with Fab.
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta do it like Slim.
Well, spit
on
it.
Peaches and Cream. You remember that?
Let me hear it.
It's the S, the L, the I, the L.
Okay.
It's the S, the O, the V,
I love that
the
part.
N.
All right. So you know what? I'm gonna
like
flip
that.
my name. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right.
But yeah, who am I here with, man?
Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy A, as always, the Paco Ramon Poppy. Never alone, always with the posse. Yo, we have more thoughts every single Wednesday. Myself, Pierre, and Q. Tune in, yo.
Yeah. Shout out to episode 10. We did 35. We just cracked 35K views. Appreciate you.
Y'all running it up. I swear. I couldn't wait to be Birdman. I cannot wait to put niggas in the 360, gang.
Pumping out this content.
So I ain't telling fellas that I put them in the 360.
You gotta tell your guys,
I think they know.
Now we felt it.
I felt it?
Yeah, good shit.
All right, good. Regi, what up?
Hello, guys. It's Regi, and I just want to say prayers with my guy Montoya. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Oh,
yes.
Nah.
Did you guys see the guy?
I'm triggered.
I definitely saw that clip.
I don't know. We can't spend too much time on him. I just want to say it is so crazy seeing what he's going through. But the story does unfold. There's always two sides to every story. So let's see where we're at this point next week. But shout out to my guy Pierre. He has a new setup. Guys, tune into the YouTube to see.
They took me out the dungeon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm back on set. Well, not back, but I'm on set. It feels good to see you guys be in the same room finally. Kieran actually kicked me out of the room. Kieran and SaVon kicked me out the room.
It's getting too stuffy in there.
Yeah, a little bit too stuffy. But yeah, we here.
I was tired of treating you like a stepchild.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I don't feel that though. You know what I mean? First of all, let's bleep the fuck you.
Wait. As soon as he get in the studio, he want to call out bleeps. Nah, I don't work like that.
Keep it shit.
But yeah.
Let's get
to it.
But like the reason why we didn't just like stick you back there, like the reason he was sitting there was a purpose. He was switching the ball.
He's our fucking videographer. Yeah. That's why this is the promotion.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta dabble into the sauce a little bit, into the mix.
He might be our creative director. I don't know.
He is. He's a lot more than just a videographer. He's a little bit of everything. He does it all. You watched Spider-Man, right?
Yeah. I cried. Well, kind of, sort of.
With great power comes great responsibility. Yeah. With your new responsibility of being in the studio, you now are Scream Man Jr. I was thinking
that. Hold on.
You my son.
Jr. is crazy.
You are now Scream Man Jr.
We really put you in a 360. I gave you my old job.
Welcome to Black History Month.
We put black people to work, huh?
I'm gonna find it different.
Yeah. Speaking of Scream Man, there's some podcast news that's been breaking over the past week. I want to shout out to Mandy B. She's launching another podcast.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, gang. That's family at this point. I don't even know.
When did she sleep? When did she sleep?
Never.
I don't know if Mandy sleeps, but I love how Mandy moves because I was on my way to the podcast, and I get an update. Like, you know how, remember what, was it U2? Where everybody just got the fucking
album in their phone,
and then everybody just had the album.
Yeah,
I was on my way to the studio and I get a notification and it says Mandy B drops a new podcast right on my feed. I'm like, what the fuck?
What type of notification? Instagram or Apple?
It was an Apple Podcast notification.
How did she do that?
That's what I'm saying. How the fuck
she gotta teach us that?
She tracked your IP address.
That's pretty cool.
You know what she did? Her old podcast RSS feed, she hijacked it and put her new podcast on the feed.
Is it hijacking if it's already yours?
Exactly.
That's what I'm 360 deals. I love it. So shout out to Mandy. Selective Ignorance, that's dropping real soon. I can't wait to see. I think it's a solo pod. She also shoots some of the episodes here in our studio, Need to Know Studios. So I can't wait to see what she does with that. I know what she's doing with it, so I can't wait for y'all to see it.
Can't say much.
I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? Just out of respect for her, because that's the homie. But yeah, she got foot on niggas' necks for real.
I'm excited for that.
In a real way.
I remember her talking about it with us when she was on, like here. I think it was off camera when she was telling us about it. So I was like,
dropping books, podcast.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, like she's doing the thing.
She doesn't want to be a mogul.
Hell yeah, she did.
Dropping a book.
Oh.
She's on a book tour for the book now, but I think it's coming out beginning of summer.
For Horrible Decisions?
Yeah, her and Weezy. They got something coming. So shout out to her. Nice. And also in the podcast space, Rory and Mal signed a new deal.
Big money.
Partnership with The Volume. I thought that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Just some of our contemporaries in the space, guys that we've known.
Who's underneath The Volume now? Club Shay Shay.
The Volume. They got a few.
520 podcast with Jeff T. Right? Oh, that's dope.
Draymond Green. It's a sports network, so I always think it's dope when our space, especially our demographic, like it's only so many of us. I know there's a million podcasts in the world, but if you tapped in with us, you're most likely tapped in with some of the people that we mentioned or we've worked with or we know in real life. And to see them kind of branch off into that, I thought that was dope. I had no idea that was coming.
It's Colin Cowherd's too.
Oh yeah, and I fucking Colin. That's
the guy.
I love Colin Cowherd. That's my guy. Yeah, he's one of my white goats.
I'm not mad at that.
It's his network too. Right?
It is. Yes, it's his network.
It's definitely his network. Yes.
Yeah. Just keeping it in podcast news now.
Dope.
Alex.
Yo.
Regi.
Yeah.
Where would y'all like to begin?
Oh, so many places. I mean, the Super Bowl is right in front of us, right? I mean, do you guys see my Jets jacket and Jets green today? I'm trying to persuade them to play better next year.
New hope.
Yes. In loom of the Super Bowl. Are you being funny?
No, I'm just saying, things every year comes change. So
yeah, exactly.
There's more hope now for you guys.
Absolutely. When Pat Mahomes lost this year, that brought me some hope.
I felt good.
Oh, didn't you?
I felt great.
Didn't you?
I felt amazing.
Oh my God.
I've never seen him look like that.
Before we talk about the halftime show, can I hear what y'all do on Super Bowl Sundays?
Sure.
Okay.
Or what y'all did this past Super Bowl Sunday. In New York, there was a big, I won't say a snowstorm, but it snowed a lot.
It did.
So it kind of...
Yeah, Saturday night,
Yeah, it kind of like put a damper on the mood. Normally, I like to host Super Bowl parties. Like, I go crazy for the Super Bowl. Like, Super Bowl is my Galentine's Day. Okay? Like, Super Bowl is my equivalent to like, yo, I'm going to get all my guys, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
The lady, if y'all want to pull up, cool, we going to have a good time. We going to get wings. We going to have drinks. I'm always going to provide like wings and tequila. Everything else you got to bring, I got you with the wings and the tequila. Like, pull up, let's watch the game.
No hookah?
I don't do hookah in my home.
Okay.
You know, I not yet. That's like a calm vibe, but no hookah.
Okay.
So for me, Super Bowl is normally a really big deal, but this year I'm being consistent, and consistency is going to be one of the things we talk about on this episode. Mm-hmm. And because last week I made the announcement, I'm leaving my job. I'm not in the right headspace to take on hosting a party.
Not
so
mad
what
at
did I
that.
do?
Like, that's not really your priority right now.
It can't be my... I can't sit here and be like, hey guys, I'm going through so much. And then I'm out here like throwing a party, right? Like, I gotta fucking be consistent, right? Okay. So if I'm not there mentally... So this year's Super Bowl, all I asked for, all I wanted was a pummeling of Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, you got it.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh, you ordered that on a fucking platter.
That's all I wanted.
SaVon got the script.
I'm going to tell you what his hate stems from. Alex, you should know. My guy.
Marshawn Lynch.
No.
Oh, I'm bugging. I'm thinking about Russ. I'm thinking about my Russ hate. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about my Russell Wilson hate. I'm sorry.
No. Tom Brady is my guy.
Oh, yes.
I love Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes is the only thing that is even threatening the GOAT conversation with Tom Brady. So for me, I want Patrick Mahomes to lose at every single turn for the rest of his career. Because if he retired today, he's still going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's still going to be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, in my selfish reasons, I don't want him to interfere with that greatness.
I'm not mad at that because the way Pat lost, it was definitely a stain.
Oh, for sure.
That was a stain.
Has Brady ever had like a moment like that?
Not quite as bad.
I know he has won the most, but like, has he ever had like a Super Bowl appearance where he was like that?
Atlanta.
It's funny because Atlanta he won.
No, it was close.
But he's lost Super Bowls. Yeah. That's why I'm saying like, and it's funny because the way that the Eagles beat the shit out of Patrick Mahomes.
It wasn't just a loss. It was like...
Yeah. That's how the Giants defeated Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Twice.
Like, a lot of pressure from the defensive line, sacks. Like, that's how you beat greatness. And so, to see that duplicated on the Super Bowl, like, I can't lie, I had a Woody. That did it for me.
This is what brings men happiness. I love it.
What the fuck, man?
I've been drinking a lot of beat juice.
What the fuck? All right, good.
Lot of blood flow.
Lot of blood. I love that for you.
But yeah, man. So just the game in itself. Before we even got to like the halftime show, I was just happy to see how it started.
Same. And I root for underdogs. I did not want to see a three-peat. I did not want to see Taylor Swift cheering.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to see any of that. Yeah. And boy, did I get my wish, man.
Damn. I mean, I don't know, because I kept saying that, you know, after I delved into like the lore of the Eagles, like just everything about them, their families, like the cute little shit that they do as a team, I was like, you know what? I want the Eagles to win. But I kept telling everybody I want the Eagles to win, but I think the Chiefs are going to win, like whatever. Like either the NFL is going to do something, whatever.
Yeah.
I did not expect it to be like that. I don't think anybody did, though.
I've never seen that amount of fear in Pat's eyes.
It's almost like he knew that,
what time it was.
Look, we have nothing. We can't defend this front four.
Because
the Eagles are only sending 4 the whole game.
Whole time.
So it was weird to see that. For me personally, I was rooting for, you know, we got a few ex-Giants on there. Hey. More importantly, I was rooting for Saquon. Saquon needed a ring, put in a lot of hard work. Shout out to him. I've been fortunate enough to be around the guys, to be around the team a little bit, and Saquon. So it was really cool to see him win, and he had a monster year.
He did.
He wound up getting all-time rushing yards
leader
plus playoffs. I think it's like almost
2,500 or so.
Yeah. He beat Terrell Davis's record, so it was really cool to see them see the Eagles win, and the storyline of the whole team. Nick Sirianni's involvement. And
AJ
Brown, yes. Devonta Smith.
Yes.
I will say one thing I ain't really like.
What's up? Yeah.
It is Black History Month.
Okay.
Them white niggas on the Eagles was wildin'.
Wait, which one?
Cooper
DeJean was
too crazy. Isn't he 22 or something like that?
He's super
and
young.
the only white person on that defense.
Yeah. No, they got two.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's two.
Wait, so it's the only two that like really shined, or
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
they went a little crazy during Black. Like
Pick six.
I might have to play that starter video again just for him, like just so he know relax.
Cooper's honorary Black.
No, but okay.
No. Alex hates when people do that.
Yeah, it's Black History Month. We're not doing that, Pete.
And also, most importantly, that all the rushing yards shit that you guys talking about was very nice. Yeah. But it was also Saquon's birthday.
Facts.
That's so cute.
And Cooper DeJean's birthday.
Yeah, it was his birthday too.
See, he doing a lot during this month.
Oh my gosh.
He's doing a lot.
Most supposed to be for us. He's making it for him, right?
Yeah. And what I will say, I love the fact that he does have a Black ass name. So shout out to him. And also,
I thought he was Haitian at first.
Patrick Mahomes, we have these conversations, let's say barbershop conversations, about the black quarterback.
His blackness?
The black quarterback is very controversial in my house.
Ain't it?
In my group chats, we have thorough debates because, and maybe we got to start like opening up these conversations. I need more people who are black and white in my life because I don't know how to like judge this. Because yes, we do see a lot of biracial people who embrace one side more than the other. It doesn't take away from their genetic makeup, but I think it is a cultural thing on how we identify quote unquote blackness. Yeah. Right?
Okay,
now,
what a person is wearing, how they talk, shit like that.
Mindset, mentality. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just being connected, right?
Hold on.
What's up?
What's a black mindset?
That's what I'm trying to hear me, right? I said, okay.
What you mean?
I don't know, you guys, Pierre. I don't know.
Like I'm pretty sure the people that are listening and watching want to know kind of your definition of what is a black mindset.
Okay, maybe I misspoke. No, when you repeat that back,
it sounds crazy off the replay. Right?
No, off the flag on the play.
Black jobs.
But I just mean upbringing and just cultural connectivity. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Black mindset.
Yeah, nigga mindset. Nah, I mean,
you said black jobs.
Little nigga. But this Jalen Hurts against Patrick Mahomes, it was a thing.
That was a thing.
Mm-hmm. It was a thing in my circle. So I was really happy to see Jalen Hurts, get over the hump. Mm-hmm. Kobe Bryant's a major influence to him. Yeah. He always talks about Kobe's influence. So to know he applied the Mamba mentality, something that, we pride ourselves on. Mm-hmm. Like that Kobe influence is crazy. And to see him, to see all the doubters that he's had over the years, I just think it's admirable for him to get back to where he is.
I was a doubter. I used to call him Jamal Moore.
Damn.
Hey, the girlies were saying that on the timeline.
Hey,
why he looks like Jamal Moore?
Do you ever seen Diary of a Mad Black Woman?
Yeah.
Yes, with the wig.
With the braid cap? Man. And he used to, when he played Alabama, he had some locks. Yeah. Shout out to Jalen Hurts, man. He surprised me. Yeah. So I'm glad he shut me up. Yeah. Well, I didn't think he could throw it.
I feel like everything that he has been through was like for this moment. We were talking off camera about the Bible verse, like, oh, you may not understand what I'm doing right now. But everything that he's went through, I even delved into the lore of like his college career, like being benched, like the freshman stuff.
Yes.
And then, but now, this year, 2025, it was every one of those things was all worth it.
Wasn't it? Now look at Tua, who he got benched for. Concussions. Man, you gotta wait for the Lord, man.
Yeah, man.
You gotta wait for
I'm gonna do something before we get into Kendrick.
Okay. Right?
Yeah.
Why are you on this website right now?
That's good.
Because I want to answer a question that Alex asked me because I need to know what this is too. So Chat GPT.
I was going to say, why are you on Chat GPT?
What is a black mindset?
Oh my goodness!
Do not ask Chat GPT that.
You're just gonna say one word.
You're gonna find out they racist.
Let's see what they say.
Nah, let's do it.
Yeah, let me hear it.
What is a black?
Oh, that's a long ass answer. That it just
according to Chat GPT.
We're gonna see if you racist now.
Number one, resilience in overcoming adversity.
Oh, they killed the code.
All right?
They killed the code.
I gotta clean this up for myself because when you asked me, I was like,
thought about it.
I want to see what it says for white too. When you're done.
I just started thinking about all the niggatry. So I gotta let's clean this up, all right? Number 1, resilience in overcoming adversity. Number 2, community and collective progress.
That's correct.
Okay.
It takes a village.
Yeah.
3, cultural pride and identity.
True.
4 is entrepreneurial and hustle mentality. God
love that.
damn
I love that one. Okay.
ChatGPT.
Okay.
It is Black History Month. Did I tell y'all that? 5 is spirituality and faith. 6 is innovation and creativity. 7 is social awareness and activism.
Hold on.
That is the Black mindset. Now,
That's what you
rewind to what I said.
Okay.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
like, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I ain't gonna lie. ChatGPT might be a nigga. Hey, after that response, you got me.
I'm scared to know what comes up with Asian mindset. Let's not do it. I'll do it in private.
Okay.
Do it in private because he's
I
gonna.
don't want to sit here as you like read it to me.
Yeah, I got you. I ain't gonna do that. And honestly, I wouldn't read it to you. I would make you feel like, hey, Reggie, you could do this. But yeah. So yeah, that was the game. The result was the result. I will say this was probably the most entertaining blowout of a football game that I've ever seen.
I think it was entertaining because we were really rooting for the other side. Well, most people were rooting for the 3-peat not to happen. So even if it was a blowout, it was still exciting to see that the foot was still on their neck throughout the game.
I was scared at halftime they might have, found a way to adjust and
Like
then just come back. But yeah, I'm glad.
I think that played a part into the excitement. Is we all know, especially like football fans, we all know the greatness of Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And when you have somebody that great, you can never truly count them out.
Yeah.
And so, although they were being killed, I think a lot of us in the back of our heads was like, okay,
Yeah, he still could.
the switch is going to go off. The refs are going to start reffing, right? Like the first play of the game.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Everyone was like, they're starting already.
It looked like it.
Offensive pass interference.
Jalen Hurts
like that.
threw a beautiful pass.
Great ball.
Down the right sideline.
For AJ, right?
For AJ Brown.
Great ball.
On 4th down.
Yeah.
It was 4th down.
It was 4th and 2.
4th and 2, and he threw it about 25 yards down the right hash. And AJ Brown caught the ball, but they called it back, and that was the end of the possession. And a lot of people said, you know what? Here go the Chiefs. Here we go.
Yeah.
So I think that was an element as why this was entertaining. But the story within the story, especially for our audience and for ourselves, and what we have been invested in over the last year or so, shout out to music, shout out to hip hop, shout out to Kendrick, shout out to all of the parties involved.
Yeah.
This halftime show.
Yeah.
It came.
Man, we've been waiting on this day for a while, right?
Yeah, just to touch on that before we delve into it, like I was just thinking before this episode, it's like so crazy how fast time goes by because I remember when we were just talking about, like the Lil Wayne hoopla, like, oh my God, Kendrick's gonna do it in February. Like it just seems so far away. It's like next year, but now it's literally over. Like time goes by so fast.
All this rap beef stuff started in May.
Yeah, now we're literally past the Super Bowl. It's over and we're talking about it. I don't know. I'm just like tripped out right now.
Yeah. I love the fact that you said it's over because it is over.
Game over. Well, we hope so.
It should be.
That was gonna be one of my points. Like, I hope when his theme was game over, I hope he really meant that. It's over. Let's close the box. But I don't know what he's gonna do.
I don't think it's over because of the fan bases. Both fan bases have become insufferable.
So where do we want to begin? Do we want to talk about the fan bases? Because at this point, we've seen 50,000 think pieces. Yeah. I refuse for us to be one of those podcasts that does a think piece on the think pieces, right?
I'm tired.
But I do know there are people who give a fuck about what it is that we have to say about it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So let's start there. Let's start.
Yeah, we fast forwarded to the ending. Game over.
Let's start there. Yeah. There was a track list that was leaked last week that we didn't really get to cover. I know
because we didn't think it was real.
Well, it didn't come out by the time we recorded. We recorded last Tuesday. I think it may have come out after or maybe while we recorded. I don't know. But we didn't talk about it. There was a track list that was allegedly leaked. And it turned out that it was true. There was a lot of people who looked at the track list and said, this is ass. I cannot believe he's going to do this. Kendrick has way more hits. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? And it seemed to be somewhat accurate to what it is he performed.
Yeah.
Pierre, you got it?
Yep. The leak was in order: Bodies, then Squabble Up, Humble, DNA, Euphoria, then Fuck the Big Three line, from Like That, Man at the Garden, Peekaboo, Not Like Us, Tease, Luther, All the Stars, Not Like Us, and then to end with TV Off.
Now, what was interesting about the start of the show was he started with an unreleased song.
Yeah.
which is going along as, I guess, Bodies for now. Mm-hmm. This is the same song that he previewed when he was teasing the original release for GNX.
Yeah.
So, of course, in the back of our minds as fans, we're like, there's got to be another project coming, right?
I didn't even think that. But now that you say that, you're right.
Yeah. Like a whole other project?
It's got to be. Why would
I don't know, because I think a lot of us thought that when he first dropped GNX, because they were like, oh, this is like the prelude. But then... And then they're like, okay, the main project is coming out after the Super Bowl. But now seeing how big he's making GNX the tour, making it the centerpiece of his halftime show, now we're like, wait, is this the main project?
Right, because Bodies was not on the original album for GNX.
Nah.
But he performed at the Super Bowl.
Well, there was speculation about a deluxe.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that,
so this could, like, Kendrick hasn't given us the output that, hey, I'm going to drop consecutive bodies of work. Mm-hmm. That's just not what he's done. So to do a deluxe, I think is a lot more feasible than it is to say, you know what, I'm going to drop a complete new body of work.
Yeah.
So maybe they do a deluxe and he puts that on there. But I thought that was kind of dope.
Ooh, I don't know though, because GNX kind of came out of nowhere. Like, we didn't get the vibe that he was gonna do this whole project.
Yeah.
And then he dropped out of nowhere, and then maybe this next project he's gonna drop out of nowhere and only give us like a little teaser.
Well, we're recording this episode before the release of the Drake and PARTYNEXTDOOR album
on Friday.
What's the over and under that Kendrick give him a little something on the same day?
Oh,
damn, that'd be fire.
Wouldn't that be?
Yeah, we dropping this tonight.
Just a constant.
Y'all think so?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop this tonight.
If you was Kendrick, you would drop it the same night?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll do it because Drake hasn't really done anything since Kendrick won.
That hasn't.
No, he's done a lot.
No, I'm thinking in the sense of like calling Kendrick out by name.
Not Kendrick, but for example, like even today he posted like he alluded to Serena Williams on his freaking Finsta. Like Drake has like done his little.
He's
things.
doing a lot.
Yeah,
Drake's doing a lot.
The step on his release would be muddy.
That would be muddy. That would be
emergency
nasty.
pod.
No. All right. So he came out with an unreleased song.
Yeah.
I think that I thought it was cool.
I love it.
What I will say about this halftime show is I saw a lot of complaints, right? Yep. We saw the internet chatter about, oh my God, what is he saying? Oh my God, these songs aren't really good. He has bigger bops, right? Like, and I get that. Like, I truly understand it. But the thing that I've learned to love about Kendrick over this like last year is he comes from the same DNA of the artists, rappers specifically, that I grew up loving. Like, keep that energy. I like
never let it go.
We don't let it go. We're strategic, and this is about the art form. It's not about what the masses love.
And Drake told him, nah, you following through this time.
Yeah.
When you take a jump shot, right?
Yeah.
You jump, you put your form up, and you follow through with the shot. You don't just shoot with just your knees and your elbow. This is him following through. Mm-hmm. Damn, nigga, he following directions. What's going on, y'all?
So you guys have seen everybody be like, oh, he made one of the biggest moments of his career. He made it too centered around Drake. What do you guys think about that critique that everyone's saying?
Nah, I don't think so. Because even when you look at the performance, he had notes of like Black Power, Black Pride.
Like he did a lot more.
Yeah. Even like the configuration of the red, white, and blue on the flag that were made up of men or the people that were there, and like the divide, the introduction of Samuel L. Jackson and the storyline behind that. Yep, as Uncle Sam. So yeah, I think he did it perfectly. It wasn't too much Drake. It wasn't too less. And if you were really tapped in, then you kind of understand the cultural differences as to what was going on. Mm-hmm. But if you weren't, then you weren't. Then you didn't understand.
To your point about just Black culture being felt in the building, I completely agree. And that started before even the halftime show for me. It started with Lift Every Voice and Sing. Mm-hmm. For those of you guys out there that don't know what Lift Every Voice and Sing is, that is the Black national anthem. Yeah. And all jokes aside, all my life, well, not all my life, throughout elementary school.
All my life.
Oh, I had to fight.
All my life.
I almost channeled that energy. All throughout elementary school.
Now freaking Lil Durk and J. Cole titled their collaboration.
Yeah.
Oh my life.
Well, Lil Durk gonna be fighting for a long time.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, all my academic career throughout elementary school, I had to sing lift every voice and sing before the announcements and before the pledge.
Let me hear some.
Lift every voice I
didn't think he was actually gonna do it.
and sing. I forgot the words. Miss Watson would be.
You're not black.
Yo, bro, Black History Month.
Miss Watson would be so disappointed.
You
in
know
me.
black. You know black.
Oh fuck! I'm fucking sick.
You still ain't.
I know.
Right. You get a pass.
But no, it was felt, and that's what I enjoyed the most throughout the performance. To be honest with you, to Regi, your point about if it was centered around Drake or not.
Or like too much alluding to Drake.
I don't
think it was centered around Drake. I don't think so.
I truly don't think so.
I don't think so, but I was surprised to hear Euphoria.
Oh my God.
I was fucking
I know y'all
shocked,
love that.
yo.
I was so fucking happy to see that.
Yeah, no, but
to hear that.
And I had no problem with it coming on. I was just surprised. That's my favorite song out of the battle, personally.
Yeah.
But when I
Second
heard
favorite
it,
for me.
Okay, that's
I
fair,
think it was
yeah.
the best. No,
Yeah.
I don't. It's second. It's
Okay,
second.
yeah, just a
Family
personal
Matters is the best song out of this whole
I'm
shit.
not mad at that opinion.
Oh,
I'm not mad at that opinion.
For me.
Yeah, I'm not mad at
I
your
feel like because
opinion.
I have said that. I feel like no one else agreed with me when we said that on the pod, but I'm glad to hear it.
Most people sided with you. I'm just indifferent and weird.
Okay.
Euphoria was just so, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I
cutthroat
thought
for me.
everybody, the overall consensus was people love Euphoria the most. But
I think Not Like Us is probably the third best song out of this whole exchange. I think Family Matters was number one. Euphoria was number two, maybe 1B. And then I think it was Not Like Us as far as like the composition of the fucking songs, right?
That was the new
Okay.
Not Like Us was a hit. You get DJ Mustard and you do what you did with it, right? And you put the money into it and it becomes this massive hit. But I think if we're listening with hip hop rap ears, Drake went fucking crazy on Family Matters.
No,
That's my favorite song.
He went fucking crazy.
and we said that. And we said that when we reviewed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we said
Euphoria went great. Like,
just-
it's a tie, honestly. It depends on how much hate I got in my heart on the day I wake up, on which song I like more.
What
I can't
side
even
you leaning
say like
towards?
Family Matters is undisputed number one because I think both of those songs was great.
Yeah.
But again, consistency. The theme of this episode for me is being consistent. Kendrick Lamar has been very fucking consistent. And one of the things, I'm not going to take credit for it. I wrote this down in my notes because I was going to act as if this was an original thought.
wait, do it.
It's not.
I do that all the time.
You stole it.
Yeah. This
Taking
one-
out P.
Or you could say like, "Oh, I saw this, but I'm gonna steal it,"
This one
and then
is
just say it.
certainly not an original thought. I came across a tweet and it made me think. And it's from somebody, I don't follow this person, I don't know this person. She just had a really viral tweet. Her name is Lyric Wrestling.
Okay.
And it says, hip hop in its purest form will always make America uncomfortable. The genre has been watered down in mainstream culture for so long that folks have forgotten it was never designed to be accepted by the masses. Enjoyable, with a question mark, yes. But accepted as equal to pop, country, and rock, never. Which made me think about niggas with attitude.
NWA?
Which made me think about Public Enemy. That's where my brain went when I read that tweet. And I said, holy shit, she is 1000% correct. All of the people who are angry, like, oh, what the fuck is this bullshit? I can't understand him. Why are there so many black people? I saw a tweet where the white
Why are
people.
there so many black people? Yo, it's a Kendrick Lamar performance. Yo. Like,
But I'm telling no, listen, I saw a tweet, I promise you. This white guy said, yo, what happened to DEI? He said, yo, what happened to diversity and equality in this country?
I think some white
got
person
him
with like a
wild.
viral tweet. He was like, there was only 2 white people on that field during that performance. I'm like,
Yo, the
Really?
dude said he ain't seen a white nigga on his screen at halftime since U2.
My algorithm was different. My algorithm was white people who weren't mad at Kendrick Lamar. They didn't know who he was, though.
Yeah.
But they liked the fact that he represented an American flag.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, reading the tweet, I'm like, dog,
We got him.
he trying to say that this country was built on the backs of black people.
Yeah,
We got him.
We got him. He didn't even know.
We got him.
And I think that was some of the dopest shit about it.
That's why I love this.
Right? Like secret messaging, we know he can be methodical with how he does things and things. But I guess something that stuck with me as well was, are artists supposed to adhere to what the mainstream wants?
exactly.
Because all I've seen is the Super Bowl's for hits, yo. Yo, it's the Super Bowl. You didn't do hits. Well, for one, I think DNA might be double platinum. Humble went platinum. That's a hit. He played hits, but he did it his way. I could not believe the amount of black folks that were upset that this black man decided to do it in his own way during Black History Month. They kept bringing up other performances from other people, and I'm just sitting to myself, I'm like, is he just supposed to follow what was already done?
I was half that.
If some people, like, in their genuine opinion, were just like, you know what, it wasn't my favorite, like, I wasn't really entertained. I feel like if that is their reasoning, cool. Like, what can you even argue about that? That's their opinion. Yeah. But if their reasoning was like, oh, he did nothing, it was boring, it meant nothing, that is just, like, incorrect. I
will say, too, for me, if I didn't understand kind of the backstory as to what was going on, like, I was saying to myself up until he teased Not Like Us, that last year's performance with Usher had me more on the edge of my seat and, like, engaged than the first half of that. But I understand the cultural difference and, like, what was going on to make me appreciate more as to, like, what Kendrick was saying, what he was doing, the imagery behind everything. So again, back to what I was saying, if you were tapped into what was going on, then you understand completely. But if you're not, then
this is why I like slang.
Alex and Regi, real quick. Let's take it off this Kendrick shit. Can we, like, clap it up for our guy Pierre, man? What a professional. This guy is in the room and he is looking directly in the camera while giving these takes.
He's killing.
He is a fucking professional.
He does it all the time, every week.
But in conversation, it's a little bit naturally, you would think you're gonna talk to the people in the room. Our guy is so locked in. He is so laser focused.
I was about to tell you, look, don't look at me. Look at your camera. I was gonna let you cook.
Like, but now that you're in the room, look at us.
You doing your thing. Yeah, look wherever makes you.
Fuck that. Get back to being professional.
All right, say less.
All right,
it's about the viewers.
Yeah, it's about the viewers. Word.
Yeah, but back to Alex's point, I feel like, okay, initially after whatever it was, like the 12 or 13 minutes that it was, I feel like a lot of people, you know, after it ended with the TV off, boom, and then you kind of sit there, you're like, oh, that wasn't what I was expecting for a halftime. And I feel like that's valid, you know, everyone just processing it in real time. And I think that's a valid, you know, thought to have. But then when you sit with it, I really can respect that he was expected to do something. He has literally 30,000 hits. Yeah. He could have done that, and that is what a typical Super Bowl headline performer would do. And he was like, you know what? I want to do it this way. Yeah. I understand, like, a majority of people might not like it, and he did it anyway. And I have to respect that, you know?
I thought it was great. Absolutely. And before I talk about how great...
He's like, well, I loved it.
I loved it for what it was. I do think he should have done, or he could have done bigger songs. Like, it wasn't the best. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, this was the greatest performance. Like, no, it wasn't that. Let me not act like I loved all of the song selection, because I didn't. I loved the story that was told. I didn't care for every single song that he played, but I understand it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would have loved to hear Pull Up, Drank, Drank.
That's what people are saying, you know?
You know, like, I would have loved to hear some of the hits. Loyalty, like, 1,000%, right? And then C and SZA. But before we even get there, I do want to give y'all just a quick history lesson on how people responded to past Super Bowls.
Oh,
this is important.
Can I get a refund? Beyonce's NFL halftime show leaves fans furious. This is in 2024.
Wow.
According to AOL. Super Bowl halftime show review. The weekend wasn't great, but it's not all his fault. Rihanna making the FCC work. Oh shit, they did this. Hold up, I got to do it in the right way. Rihanna making the FCC work. After Super Bowl viewers file 103 complaints. I'm sorry.
Shout out to that editor.
Complaints about what?
But certainly not least, Super Bowl 2024, fans divided over Usher's boring halftime show.
What? That's crazy.
So these are the headlines after some previous performers. So this is in line, again, consistency with how people respond to halftime shows.
And keep playing. Y'all gonna get Nickelback. keep playing. It's gonna be Imaginary Dragons and all of them.
I ain't mad at Nickelback.
You guys think next year after this, do you guys think next year they're gonna be like, we absolutely have to have a white Caucasian headliner?
Jay-Z re-upped.
Oh shit! And he's had black headliners for the past 6 years?
And then we had was the J-Lo Shakira under him?
Yeah, that was him.
I think that he came out the gate. He knew how to get him going.
That was in Miami, I think. Right?
Get him going.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Again, just a reminder, everybody feels however they feel about these halftime Super Bowl shows. Like, I'm not just going to magnify Kendrick not having the most entertaining or the masses palatable performance. Like, he did what he wanted to do. He sought out what he wanted to do. I think that was great. I think the song selection could have been a lot better. It wasn't the most entertaining. Like, there were moments where it was kind of like a roller coaster, legit. I was really hyped during some songs. Of it. And then there were some songs I'm like, all right, turn this TV off. Right? And we don't really need this right now. You got 15 minutes to give us everything you got. But I understood the story. And shout out to my guy.
Who's that?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, facts.
When I see him, I see Don Cheadle. I don't know why.
What? Wow.
Just black greats.
Yeah, that's a great distinction.
No, that's good. Black greatness.
They not the same nigga.
Like Staples.
I said black greatness.
They not the same nigga.
But they great.
They not the same
They
nigga.
both stand for greatness.
And they black.
Okay. They're still not
but
the same.
seeing, like, opening up vocals, like, I thought it was really dope. Like, the storytelling was dope, but I think the song selection was weak, personally.
Dave Free said that they approach it with more like a cinematic experience approach, like you're watching a movie. And they definitely achieved that.
It felt that way because in a movie, it's ups and downs.
It builds up.
Yeah.
It's not just like typical like hit, like or like a usual thing does. But my favorite moment, and I know there's a lot that goes into this, but I wish I could relive the moment where I saw Serena Williams come on my screen. Like, I can't recall like the last time I was like genuinely surprised like that and be like, oh, like that.
Yeah, they got me.
I know people have their thoughts about like, oh my God, she's married. Why is she freaking trying to get her lick back at Drake still? Like, whatever. Like, I think that's a valid critique, but like, I just seeing her, I got chills. Like, I personally loved it that she was there.
Yeah, they got me. I was not expecting
that.
Yeah,
like there was no speculation or I was genuinely shocked. I remember seeing her, I'll be like, oh my God.
I wasn't too surprised because on the I was about to say need to know page. On the NFL page, she was there. They posted something about her there running across the field.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't put two and two together until I saw her. I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense.
I wouldn't think that, even if I saw like her on her IG story, like, oh, I'm at the Super Bowl, I wouldn't think she would come out with Kendrick. Like, and there's so much lore that goes into it. I was like, I personally liked it.
Yeah. And honestly, like, I think because we hear all these mainstream, like Stephen A. Smith, he had a take on it. I hear the voices with the bigger microphones talk about this, but nobody mentions the fact, she's from Compton.
Yeah. There we go. Like, the obvious is that she dated Drake.
Of course.
We know. But she's also from Compton.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me every single time I tweet, somebody says or mentions Joe Budden in my mentions.
They do?
It's like, dog, you have this person on your mind. Now, does it make sense? Do I understand the affiliation? Of course, right?
Wait.
Like, I get it.
They'll send you a tweet and at him?
No, they'd be like, oh my God, you're Joe Budden Man Jr.
What?
I'm like, dog, I just don't like a song. Like, I express how I feel and I'm honest. And that honesty, it may align sometimes with how Joe might feel, but I don't listen to, like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you thinking about Joe when I tweet?
Because that's the easy way out for a lot of folks that don't keep up with you.
And that's what I felt when I saw everybody saying, oh my God, I see Serena, then I gotta go to Drake. No, this is a moment for Kendrick to represent where he's from, Compton, to have greatness across the board. Now, again, two things can be true.
Two things can be true.
Serena is getting a lick back that is well deserved because Drake has been poking at her
and her husband
for how many years now, right?
Right.
So for her to be on that stage, it makes sense for two reasons. But it's not all about just one person. Could it apply? Sure. But how do we not know that this is just an ode to Compton and greatness?
Let me add to what you're saying here. On her caption, because she uploaded a video from her experience over the Super Bowl weekend, and she writes, when Kendrick Lamar and team called and was like, quote, we've been trying to do something forever. What about this? We loved your Crip walk at the Olympics after you won the gold medal. That did happen at Wimbledon, and she was critiqued for it.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
I remember that. It was like 2011, 2013.
So many
I remember
feathers.
that. Yeah. But like, and again, that goes back to my conversation about culture and the black mindset, right?
That's ChatGPT.
That's surreal.
Hustle mentality.
I gotta be honest.
What's up, P?
You didn't like it?
I think that's half the story.
It is.
If that's a PR. Hey, like let's put this
like
out.
This is why I did it.
Yeah.
For sure, absolutely.
But again, it's not like he brought Drake's baby moms out or one of the
Serena Williams,
it's fucking Serena Williams, one of the greatest athletes, not just female. It's not gender specific. Like, she's one of the greatest people to ever do anything that's been done in the world.
No bullshit though.
So for her to support in that way, like, yeah, it could be a knock at Drake, but it also could say, oh shit, this is one of the greatest people to ever do what it is that she does at the highest level, representing and being a part of this moment. And I think that's super dope. Like, let's not just always equate it to one person. I think that's a flaw in a lot of the consumers' mentalities. Where it can work both ways. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right?
And her husband came out and said on X, he said, some of y'all have no idea how criticized Serena was for the same dance at Wimbledon 13 years ago, and it shows. Then he finishes and says, this is bigger than music. So.
Well, I hear him, but he the only one that I know is for Drake.
Wait, what?
When it comes to him, he would like to see her crip walk for Drake.
For like the motivation was Drake.
Yeah, I guess that was a win in his head. But I do hear him though. She was critiqued, like I said.
I do agree that mainly he wanted her to get back at Drake and support her in doing that.
Just him.
But like, I do believe the first part of his message, where I had to watch this lady like really get criticized by the world for doing something that's a part of her culture. I genuinely believe he means that when he types that. But 90% of the reason was like, get Drake's ass.
It could be a triple entendre. Entendre.
You know, there's many reasons why she did this, but I don't know, just like also the camera work, when they panned her and she was looking directly into the camera, I
was
loved
hating that shit too, yo. Hating that shit with passion.
And she had on the blue.
Yeah. She was rapping. She was outside.
I personally liked it. But I don't know, I have like not a weird, but I don't know if I know how to explain it, but something that was kind of weird to me was after, you know, we've been keeping up with the beef for over like pretty much a year now, and hip hop like lovers everywhere knew what's going on and like knew why Kendrick was doing what he's doing. But something about like corporations taking sound bites from Kendrick's thing, like, hey Drake, and like for example, like a soda company like getting a bunch of views off of the moment where he was like, say Drake. I don't know. People reposting that. Right. I'm like, you have no idea what the fuck is going on. I don't know why. Not that I hated it, but it just like annoyed me a little bit. I was like, you guys have no idea what has been going on, but now you're trying to capitalize off of this. It'll be like, let's say I was beefing with someone and it was like a big long joke on this pod, but then somebody random came in like, yeah, Regina, remember that? Like, I don't know. I was just like, annoyed with that.
This is what happens when you upset people at these big corporations. I saw Apple Music tweet, they not like us. They not like us. Like somebody was writing on the chalkboard of detention.
The Bart Simpson.
The Bart Simpson detention thing. They not like us. They not like us. I'm like, damn, that is...
And I forgot who the other person was in the commercial with her, but they teased Not Like Us in one of her commercials for...
And Drake helped launch Apple Music.
Yeah. I saw that reply to that tweet too.
But we know why. And it's no secret. There are certain entities against Drake. Maybe for what he's done, what type of relationships he's had with people over the past, but it's not a surprise. I think he knows it.
I love the fact that Kendrick kept it in the spirit of a game, right? Like the set design was inspired by a PlayStation controller. Well, when I saw it, I thought it was Squid Games. And maybe it's because I'm like programmed of seeing these shapes and alluding to like Squid Games.
Good point.
I think like the square, the circle, and the triangle, those are Squid Games related, but then the X, that's what gave it away to be like, oh no, this is PlayStation. But regardless, Samuel L. Jackson's commentary, Kendrick Lamar's commentary, right? He changed up some lyrics. He spoke, I won't say interludes, but he gave commentary in between some of his songs, in between some of his sets. The 40 Acres and the Mule, a nod to Spike Lee, these kind of things. Like, this was a very strategic halftime performance. And speaking of just performance, my God, he is a performer.
That's the next point I was going to get to.
Like
the people who are saying that they don't like this performance, things of that nature, I don't think people are really paying attention to the amount of craft, breath control,
like what it really takes,
focus.
No backtrack.
It takes to do no backtrack as a rapper.
Choreography as a rapper.
I don't think people understand that.
Choreography as a rapper. Now I get it. He's not Chris Brown. Cool, we got it. Yeah. But there is a certain level of performance and choreography that it took to execute that flawlessly.
It's not easy to do.
During his interview with Ebro and Nadeska, he said one of the kids got up and asked him like what his workout routine is, and he said he runs like 2 miles a day. He mentioned the push-ups and the sit-ups and stuff like that, but it clearly shows because running around for 13 minutes from different points on the field and then having to remember it, to recite lyrics, be at the same spot that you need to be, like that's not an easy task.
With a leather jacket on and 200 carats.
And bell bottoms.
And
Celine bell bottoms.
Yes.
What was we doing? Deion Sanders. Wait, what? You said high heels.
What shoes was wearing?
Deion Sanders Zoom joints. No, those are the.
I will say those.
What the fuck, man? Those are Nike joints.
What platform on it?
I don't know.
No, those are the Deion joints.
Low size 7 shit.
What the fuck?
I can't tell if it's
I'm fucking with you.
But I will say those pants, all jokes aside, I know people were like, oh my God, they're flare. But they were very flattering on him. I will say, fire. Like they look nice on him.
Nah, you like how it fit him and shit?
Yeah.
Word?
I feel like it,
we got it.
Complimented his shape.
Yes, complimented his shape. Yeah.
Okay.
I do think that.
All right.
Yeah. I do think that.
She stood on business.
She stood on it.
I just said it was flattering to her. I really believe that.
Nah, I get it.
He pulled it off.
Again, like, I think I was really impressed by that. This was the first time since, let me see, I'm really going to think about this, okay?
He had the Nike Air DT Max 96.
Yeah.
Yeah, my fault.
Yeah, how many inches they gave him?
This was pretty flat shoes.
I'm not sure.
I've had a pair of those.
Were there like a platform sneaker?
I don't know.
They're not. I've had a pair of those. I'm telling y'all.
Oh, fucking
I said Jose was wearing high heels.
No, I've had a pair of those. They're pretty flat.
But no, just the performance of it all, like Alex said, the breath control, the focus, right? Looking directly into the camera, being very intentional with how you manipulated the camera. I think all of these things, it just said, oh, he is ready. He is deserving. He prepared for something like this. And not only that, why do we forget that he performed at the Super Bowl already?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great point.
With Dre and...
He been ready. This part too.
Why do we forget, like, I don't know how many people outside of Beyonce was on this type of stage multiple times, but he's in the minority of, you know what I'm saying, of people who've graced the stage of the Super Bowl multiple times. Like, this is what he does. He's prepared for this. And I think, again, keeping it in the vein of sports, that preparation, it just showed on full display because he wasn't tired. Like, thank God Lil Wayne didn't get on that stage.
Yeah, that would have been a problem.
Oh my God,
For me,
wait.
Thank God. I want to keep him away.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. After the performance Kenny did, I love Wayne. I don't think it would have been like that.
Yeah, nah, he wouldn't have been as mobile.
I don't think it would have been like that.
It would have, well, I'm just assuming it would have been more guest heavy for Lil Wayne, and he would have had a lot of other people like Nicki, like doing other stuff. He wouldn't have done, Kendrick was literally doing it all the way through. I don't know if Lil Wayne would have done that.
Y'all remember the Weeknd's performance? How it was the cameras and the different angles and the different views. Like, I felt like, even though I didn't love the Weeknd's Super Bowl halftime performance personally,
me neither,
but I did admire the fact.
Yo, Regi has smoke with the Weeknd.
She does.
I just started realizing
the memes are funny.
How
she don't like.
Just started realizing that when I've been saying that for like 3 years.
Yeah, but I didn't really believe it.
I'm not his biggest fan anyway.
She really don't.
Tell,
especially now.
Damn.
Have you seen his latest concert video? We could stay on topic.
I didn't. Enlighten me one of these days.
Yo.
I'm not with it.
But
anyway.
What I did love is his ability to perform. And it felt like I was watching a music video at a halftime live event, right? Mm-hmm. Kendrick Lamar gave me elements of that too, with the different set designs, set changes, the camera work. Again, looking into the camera, playing into all of these things. Like, I did think that was dope. Now, do I think this was a 10 out of 10 in the overall, ranking of Super Bowl performances? Absolutely not. Right? When we have Beyonce's, when we have Bruno Mars, when we have Prince's, when we have Michael Jackson's, all of the people that grace the stage, do I think he's cracked the top 5? No, I don't. But when it comes to representation and messaging And then again, there's different layers. And I know a lot of people on tour is like, oh my God, whenever you talk about Kendrick, you always got to talk about like all of the layers that it takes for you to understand him. Like, I don't really understand why you got to really like, shut the fuck up, bro. Something's in for you.
Yeah. Or if you don't like the halftime show, a lot of people are like, it's okay, you just didn't understand his message. But you can understand the message and also be like, it wasn't my favorite show.
Exactly. You can say that. I love the storytelling and the messaging, and I think it was spot on. And I do believe that this should be game over unless Drake doesn't let it go, which I don't think he does.
Well, he played Not Like Us, and I still can't believe people thought that Kendrick Lamar wasn't going to perform that song at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
As if that wouldn't be some of the best shit to do on a victory lap ever.
Yeah.
That's still crazy to me. Like, people really thought that wasn't going to happen. I'm still out of my mind with that. Mm-hmm. I saw how people reacted when he played the record. He didn't say pedophile, but he did look Drake in the camera.
He said his name.
He looked in the camera with a devious smile.
That was deep.
Said, "Hey Drake, I heard you like him young."
He definitely said, "I heard you like him young."
I love the fact that he said his name.
He did.
Because going back to Nadeska and Ebro, they tiptoed around the elephant in the room.
Yeah. Oh, did they?
I'm gonna talk. Again, we talk about journalism on his podcast. Mm-hmm. Elliot Wilson has, been a freedom fighter of journalism.
He's trying to take down the entire system. Right? And you know what? There's certain moments where like a random interview or something. Oh, like the Babyface Grammys incident on the red carpet, where I see him, getting his flowers, be like, this is what Elliot Wilson's talking about. Bring back real journalism.
I get it too. I do think that was one of its truest forms of journalism, because clearly there was some red tape around that interview, right?
Sure.
There was some talking points that said, hey, we ain't gonna go there. This is not for that. This is promotional use. We'll talk as far as this line will go. Yeah. But you can tell. And that's a part of being in this space, being in this industry, and that's what Nadeska and Ebro did. Shout out to Nadeska. I think she did a phenomenal job.
She rocked up.
With Kendrick, I've seen a lot of people say it was boring, but maybe it's because my first love is writing, is journalism. I respected the questions that she curated, in the environment that it was, right? Now, if Kendrick goes and sit with a Joe Budden, a Charlamagne,
a big boy,
academics, a Sway, right? One of these people who aren't afraid to, one, not only combat, but also poke a little bit, and they didn't, then I will feel away. But this is an Apple Music halftime show with Apple Music representatives and talking heads. So you're not going to get the controversy that you're looking for, because it's not designed for that.
Right. This is the corporate shit, man.
So, I do want to, because I'm sure her mentions was in shambles. Like, I think I saw academics talk about how he was disappointed in the interview. I saw a lot of commentary around, oh my God, she's so fucking boring, and this is a boring interview. And as somebody who has dabbled into journalism, Regi, you can speak to it more often. Sometimes, like, the story is to create a new story. And it may not be the story that you want, but I'm going to get something that's new and different. And maybe I got parameters around what I can talk to about this A-list artist, to where I'm not going to put, one, my job on the line, and I'm not going to try to put them in a compromising position, right? So that's what it seemed like they did, and shout out to them for that.
Yeah. And they Kendrick's halftime performance got more views than the actual football game and more than Usher. So last year Usher had 123.4 million viewers. This year Kendrick had 133.5 million. So currently the record. Currently, Kendrick holds the record for the most viewed halftime performance viewers.
Allegedly.
I was about to say, what's that source? Because I've been seeing conflicting reports of Rock Nation saying oh my God, he broke the record. But then other people are like, no, actually, he didn't break the record.
Because when Usher did the Super Bowl, Rock Nation tweeted that he did about 202 million views. And for Kendrick for this year,
it's 130.
Exactly. So if he did, salute. If he didn't, salute.
But still outstanding numbers.
Definitely outstanding numbers. My final point about Kendrick's performance, I think another reason as to why maybe certain demos are not appreciating the amount of focus you had to have to do that.
Billboard, by the way.
Billboard. Yep. Okay, so by Billboard, bet. Say no more.
Okay.
But I think the real reason why people aren't really trying to appreciate this is I think our generation has become accustomed to karaoke rap. A lot of times now when we go to concerts for people that we love, they not rapping the tracks And we've assimilated ourselves into that, where we're okay with it. So long we get to see the person walk around, move around on the stage and hear the song we like, we're cool. This young man really went up there and was rapping for 13 minutes straight. That is a lost art. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to dick ride nobody, nothing like that. This is
we don't dick ride.
I've never done it.
No,
never. I
don't even know what that means. Yeah, they're getting weird out there. Shit's getting crazy. But on some real shit, I think we're really getting accustomed to just karaoke rap. So when we see a motherfucker really go up there and rap on some real artistic shit,
that's what it's supposed to sound
like. It looks off
yeah.
now, but now that looks off.
I can kind of see though, if I'm trying to vibe and I gotta hear some conscious rap where I gotta actually tune into what's being said, it could kill my vibe a little bit.
I feel you, but that's the essence of hip hop.
True.
That is the essence of hip hop. That is slipping away, unfortunately, man. I don't know if it's an attention deficit thing or.
I don't know. Just I'm sorry, but you mentioned karaoke. Shout out to SZA.
Yeah, because
that was a good
we
shot.
love her though.
Yo, Reggie, that was
you're good.
I'm SZA's number one fan. She's a Jersey queen, but she was lip singing. Like, is that not clear? Like,
she pre-recorded that joint right
but
there.
It's like it's.
I don't blame her.
But it sounded like her and Kendrick were on different stages
Planets.
and different arenas. So I just thought it was very clear. So people who are saying like, oh my gosh, she sounded amazing, the mic was on, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, nah, I don't blame her for doing that.
Yeah, no, she sounded great.
We're gonna be safe than sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
she killed it pre-record.
If because we all got bad days. You know what I'm saying?
She wasn't about to risk it. Yeah,
I may not be on my best, my best. This is a big stage.
Hey, we pre-record this podcast, right?
You're damn right.
Nah, but I would love to hear her vocals.
Not right now.
She didn't want to hear her own vocals.
I mean, that'd be fire.
She's a good singer when she's like relaxed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of studio performers.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. That is a thing.
Like Alex, Reggie.
Yeah.
When y'all in the shower, how you sound?
Amazing.
Honestly.
And out the shower hole.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's trying to fucking shade me.
That lift every voice was not it.
I know. I was
all right.
No, but I'm not really like a shower singer.
Never?
Word?
I don't know. I've never done it.
I was about to say car. You don't drive.
She got her license.
That was so unnecessary. Okay.
Nah, Reggie be singing in the Uber.
I don't know.
In the
I'm
backseat.
not really like a shower car singer.
So where you get your singing off?
Her brain.
When do I?
I know you do because you're musically inclined
on a train,
like woman.
Walking on your commute?
Oh, sure. I guess.
There we go.
Yeah.
No, for real, I really want to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just certain times where I'm like listening to music. Yeah. Either like at home or out somewhere if I'm out. Yeah.
But you know what your voice sounds like when you really try to sing.
I was very humbled. Remember, this is just a little tidbit where on Patreon I told the guys where I was like, I think I'm going to start singing lessons. It's been a passion of mine. Mm-hmm. I thought I was a decent singer. I started singing lessons. I'm not a decent singer.
Oh, you started?
Because when you have to really, truly do it, I was like, whoa, I'm not as good as I sound.
Wait,
because I've heard you hold a note and you sound good.
And I think I sound decent, but when you're really singing, it's very hard.
Like belting.
Yeah, and I was like, this does not sound great.
When did you try to sing? And why am I just now finding this out?
Well, since I told you guys, that was a few months ago. Like that month, I've been like doing it.
Damn.
I don't think you were there, but yeah.
No. What the instructor tell you?
No, she was just like teaching me how to sing.
Did she critique? Like say, did she like leave you off on a good note? Like, hey, you've done well. Like, keep coming back.
Yeah,
or,
she's
like,
very encouraging. That's how you should
back.
be as an instructor. Like to make them comfortable. You shouldn't really. Well, me, I don't. That's not really my style of learning. Like her telling me that I suck. That's not gonna really help me. I'm more of an encouragement type of person. So it's been fun.
What was the song? Or what was the exercise?
I have an answer. It was "If I Ain't Got You" by Alicia Keys.
Nah, that's
if I ain't got you.
I thought that was my song.
Would you? Ain't nothing in this whole wide world.
Don't mean a thing.
But I tried to sing it. I did not sound great. I didn't sound good. Like,
okay, all right.
It's very hard.
Do you know what key she started you in?
I have no idea.
What's cool is Reggie can play the keys.
Facts.
So I understand why, like, I'm doing the science. Like, I know you was on that piano, thought you was getting a freak off.
You mean like by myself?
Yeah,
like
not that type of freak off. Like, you was freaking the song.
Yeah, but I don't think I was.
Okay, all right. I'm not mad. We need these updates. Did you stop going to these lessons?
When I first did it, I went full speed. I did like once every week, but now it's like once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks. less frequent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I did not know this about this month.
It definitely humbled me. I'm like, oh, I'm not as great as I thought I was. Thank God I'm taking these lessons. Singing is not easy.
I pray I don't have that discovery when I go into the shooting range.
Oh, Jesus.
Because right now, I feel like I could shoot a bullseye in the bullseye.
But when you actually try to learn it, we'll see. Well, I don't know. Maybe you could be like an expert off it.
I told you, I can't wait to be John Dick.
You definitely said that.
So when I get it off, I got to make sure like because in my head, like during paintball, I'm dumb accurate.
Okay.
Right? Like,
that is
cool
pretty
gauge.
similar, right?
If we do like laser tag, I'm going to shoot you where I want to shoot you. That's just and that's practice, right?
The
it's kind of like
there,
singing in the shower, singing on a car ride.
Call of Duty.
I feel like I sound good. Call whatever you want. I feel like, oh shit, I'm really accurate. But the highest form of testing the skill would be at like a shooting range, right?
Yeah.
So I hope I'm not as humbled as Regi is when I go like actually practice on like shooting my gun, busting my gun. Because when I first shot a gun, I shot it with one hand.
Nah, hell
most people do.
Hell no.
The first
kick back on that.
Kick back, kick your ass.
Going back to the black mentality.
Don't
right?
He was
That's
like,
not the black mentality.
He just did what he saw in the movie.
Yeah, I was like, shit.
Sylvester Stallone did that. That ain't the black mentality.
All over like this.
I thought you cocked the shit to the side. I found out like I got injured. Like you shouldn't shoot guns that way.
Fucked your shoulder up, huh?
And then, so I'm praying that, I learn the same way Regi learned.
Yeah.
But I just hope I have a different outcome in the result.
Got you.
For sure.
What were we talking about?
The Super Bowl.
I want to say.
Oh, SZA. We're talking about SZA.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about singing and then, how dare I critique it when I'm just saying I suck as well. But my MVP of 2024, do you guys want to guess?
SZA.
Mustard.
Well, yes, he's had a
Larry
great year.
June.
But, that was a great guess. But it is Schoolboy Q.
Okay.
Thank you, Schoolboy Q, for talking to J. Cole and telling him to back out of the beef. Because if you did not deliver that life-changing moment last year, who would have known? Who would know if Kendrick Lamar wouldn't have gotten on that Super Bowl stage and had smoke for J. Cole as well?
She talking.
Thank you, Schoolboy Q.
Much appreciated.
Imagine if he sent shots his way. That would have been tough. That would have been super
It's funny you even mentioned
it's the
J.
butterfly
Cole.
effect. Everything affects everything.
Yeah.
Everything does.
Thank you, Schoolboy Q. I love your album, by the way. Blue Lips.
She saved Reggie's favorite artist. Because Kendrick Lamar, I don't think he's above. They've been resurfacing some of Kendrick's older pictures and videos. I saw the then and now photo of Kendrick and SZA.
I
saw
that too.
When they used to be together, before the BBL, before the money lace for before all of the budget, before the money was poured into these two artists, you saw them at a raw form, raw stage.
Yeah.
Both of them. Kendrick looked dusty and crazy, and so did SZA.
SZA had a lot of work done.
Yeah, but that's a part of progression. I'm not trying to diss him.
Yeah, part of the journey.
One of the things my brother said to me when we were watching the Super Bowl, he said, yo, he looks like money.
Yes. All 200 carats on that chain.
Kendrick looked like money on that stage. He just looked really polished, right? And the same for SZA.
Yeah.
So, just going back to the then and now of these artists, I think that's just super dope.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought.
Evolution. You're fine. Evolution.
I know I had a point with that, but I'm gonna get it back.
We talk a lot. I'll say this though, and maybe you could
But your delivery was so confident. You had me all the way till the end.
Yeah, I did that shit. I'm gonna press rewind and get back to my point.
I didn't want to see more records from SZA though. I know 13 minutes is not a lot of time when you're considering the Super Bowl.
She only did Luther and All the Stars.
Yeah, if I could have got 2 more SZA records, that would have been dope. Maybe solo records.
She's amazing, bro.
She's great.
No, she is.
Even pre-recorded.
You brought up their picture of then and now. Does that remind you of what your point was, or not really?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, I tried. But one thing that I just really wanted to say, when SaVon brought up Squid Games, I was like, yes, I get to talk about Asians. What reminded me of, how when people were just like, yo, if you don't enjoy Kendrick's performance, it's okay, you don't get it or whatever. I was like, I feel you. I feel those people, because when people don't understand the sheer brilliance of Parasite, the movie, it pisses me off. I'm like, it's okay, you just don't get it. Fucking stop talking to me.
Nah, that's
so if people don't understand Kendrick's brilliant message, you just don't get it. It's fine.
I get it. It's fine. And that's true. There's multiple different crowds, but if we're breaking this thing down into layers from a mainstream standpoint, I get it. It wasn't the most entertaining.
I get it.
The songs weren't the most identifiable. The audio wasn't that great.
But why they was acting like he ain't played DNA and Humble?
Because
like those are
because
massive
that wasn't
records.
Like, honestly, that wasn't like the highlight of the performance. It wasn't
because it wasn't the highlight of the performance. But those are still hit records.
What's funny is he treated his hit records like filler records in his performance.
That's fly to me.
That's crazy.
That's fly to me.
Fly or not, I think that's why the commentary is what it is. Because
of course,
the hit records were the filler records on this performance.
So now back to my point. It is okay for somebody to do something different.
It is.
Right? Why should he adhere to what the people before him did?
It is.
Especially with the messaging he was making, like, yo, the revolution will be televised, this and that. He don't want to follow nothing they doing. But like to your point, we understand why. They wanted the hits. They're accustomed to the hits on the Super Bowl stage. Sure.
My thing is, in rural America, if he would have played his
what's the word again?
Rural.
What I said?
I feel like
you said rural.
You came close.
Rural. So you say it, motherfucker.
Rural.
No, your shit is off.
Wait.
I said it before the first time.
We gonna talk about Ja Rule later. We don't need Ja Rule right now, nigga. We gonna talk about Irv and all them a little bit later. Slow down.
I feel like he said it correctly.
Nah, he said it in the comments. If SaVon said it incorrectly, let us know.
Rural.
Yeah, we gonna send you back in the booth. But no, in Middle America, let's say that. In Middle America, they still wouldn't have known his biggest songs. It's not like this guy has
to please them. Yeah,
like this isn't crossover. Like it's not as who's an artist? The Weeknd. It's not like The Weeknd went on and performed at the Super Bowl and played his B-sides to give a message, where he has these songs that transcend genre, race, radio, right? Like even Kendrick Lamar's biggest song, like "We Gon' Be Alright," like most of Middle America doesn't know that his catalog like that. That's not his base. That's not his demographic. So in my opinion, even if he gave us his top 10 biggest selling songs ever, it's not like everybody was going to be able to relate, understand, listen. Like, no, that's not what this was. This is not who he is. He took the moment and he made it his own.
Yeah, literally.
And it was going to be for who it was going to be for. And I feel like his team feel accomplished in that. He feels accomplished in that. I love the fact that at the end of the performance, I think we could wrap this up, right? Y'all got any other points here?
One last and I'm cool.
I think him writing Game Over, having a PlayStation theme of it being a video game, and then even Samuel L. Jackson alluding to, deduct the life because you used a culturally relevant homie card, right? Like all of this was game related, right? The overarching theme was life is a game, or Kendrick's life is a game, and he's just playing this game at a different level, right? There's so many different nuances to it. Break it up and digest it however you want. But I think the very final shot after he performed Not Like Us, then he went in to turn his TV off, and we see, right, like all of us got the same sense. When he's looking in the camera, he's not talking to us. He's talking to that Canadian nigga in Australia, right? Like we all felt that.
Nah, facts.
No, you're talking the truth.
Yeah.
We all felt that.
When he was looking directly in the camera, we knew who he was looking at.
For sure.
And I think that was intentional.
And he said
he did. Hey, Drake. I hear you like him young. Like, I love the fact he didn't hold back. Yo,
I can't believe they thought he was gonna be pussy about it.
Same energy, bro.
I can't believe they thought he was
love that shit.
Yeah.
Me too.
Because if he go ahead.
No, just don't change up. Don't switch up on me.
Yeah.
Keep that same. And I love that about it.
Facts,
and his lyrics, even though it's a name, it's still lyrics. He didn't say.
They said it in the crowd.
Right.
We didn't even talk about how he alluded to. They like to sue.
Yeah, he teased it.
We know.
He
so
teased
that's
playing
when
Not
I
Like
woke
Us.
I love the fact that
shoot.
he didn't have even through the interviews, through social media, nothing has said anything about Drake until it's time for him to show up and perform.
Yeah.
That's the only time I'm gonna give you anything when it comes to my opposition. We know he like to sue. My house went crazy.
Yeah, fact.
Not when he fucking performed the songs on GNX. Sure, good job. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Like, yo, give me what I'm here to get.
Yo,
that wasn't a song.
Yeah.
But for him to acknowledge it in that way, like, because he hasn't said anything throughout all of the antics that Drake has been doing.
Right.
So for him to say it there,
throughout the lawsuits,
tease it, go back, play another song.
No IG captions, Like,
he's not doing none of that.
Nothing.
I'm just giving
drops.
you the art, the creativity on the biggest stage and the biggest moments. Like he's just doing it. In my opinion, again, I tweeted this. I grew up on 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Nas, Jadakiss, Beanie Siegel, Eminem, like people who go to war. That's what I grew up on. When it's up, it's up, and we just go figure it out after that.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And so for him to do what he did, I think it was dope for that part, but I see both sides of the coin.
Sure.
And like I started what I was saying, and Alex, Reggie, if y'all want to give y'all final points, I love the fact that at the end it said game over, because I think that's a perfect way to put a bow on this thing. I don't think he wants to engage in this anymore. I think he made his point. I think he made his point to the people that he wanted to make his point to, right? I think he was intentional about this is not for everybody. This is for me and the people who understand the mission that I'm on. Yeah. And that's all it is. So that game over wasn't just, signaling to the PlayStation theme. It was, this is the game over as far as we're no longer doing this. I acknowledge you're suing me. I acknowledge the song. I acknowledge you. The game it's over. Leave it at this. Now, it's to be seen if Drake's ego will allow him to just leave it here.
He ain't gonna leave it there. My final thought on all of this, SaVon, that was perfectly said.
Thank you.
That was a great rant.
Yeah, that was great.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. Good shit, bro. Me, I'll be quick. I'll be in and out. Our culture is our culture. This is why I like slang. Y'all know me. I've always said this. There are some things that some people shouldn't be privy to. I know a lot of people are like, yo, look at, they're showing images of the crowd and some of the people from middle white America just like standing there looking.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That was the point, y'all.
Yeah.
That's why we use slang.
Yeah, they were like, oh, this part of the stadium is dead. We were like, okay, cool. Like,
look, when I was a kid, y'all know I'm Nigerian, right? When I was a kid, my mother would purposely talk to us in my native tongue when she didn't want somebody else to understand what we were saying. Yeah. It's the same thing here. It's the same thing applies here. And guess what? That's okay. Because it happens with all cultures.
Yeah, that's why, like, me seeing these, like, random corporations, these fast food restaurants, whatever, posting the, hey, Drake, like, I'm like, you don't even know what that is in reference to, bro. Like, I don't know why that just annoyed me a tiny bit. Not a lot, but just a tiny bit. But I totally agree with you, Alex, and your point you just made. And I don't know, you guys pretty much said it all. I do see why people were not satisfied with this. I just want us to end on that as well, even though because we just praised Kendrick for an hour and a half. But we do, I do see why people were like, you know what, I don't know if he made the best use of his time, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I just really respect that he did what he wanted to do. I just got to respect that.
Yeah, for sure. If you love hip hop, like, how could you not? I love seeing Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri is hip hop, but a lot of his mainstream success comes from R&B.
Yeah.
And he tweeted, and I'm just going to summarize, paraphrase, but he was basically saying like, yo, this is hip hop. And if this ain't something that you identify with, fuck out of here. I love this. This is what hip hop is. And that's what a lot of us felt during this. I know there's going to be the Drake stands. And Drake stands, I want y'all to know, my OVO cape is still tucked away. I'm never getting rid of I'm just not.
Revisit it next week when we have the project, guys.
Yeah, we're going to listen to that too.
And I'm going to love this
shit. And we're going to love it.
Yeah,
we're going to show them how to balance things. How to be a regular human being. You can enjoy this and that.
Yeah, and also we like praise Kendrick a lot for his performance, but also like don't forget that we literally said in the same breath, like, oh, was it a top 5 performance of all time? No. Like, you know, it's balanced.
Yeah, and it's all subjective.
Yeah, I and you know, next week we'll talk about the Drake and the Party album that's supposed to be coming out Valentine's Day. What an amazing day for it to come out. I can't wait. But 2 things can be true. I think last week I said it perfectly. Humble flex.
Oh my God. I think I said it perfectly, if I do say so myself.
Drake is a pop star who can rap. He's a pop artist that can rap really fucking well, right? We haven't seen that. And it's okay as the genre gets pushed forward, as the years pass on. We went from a hip, a hop, a hipper to the hip to the vivid, the bibbit. Don't
do
stop
the bang, bang, don't do the bang. Stop.
Oh no, not this again.
Stop.
We went from that.
Stop. I just saw them earlier this year. Stop saying.
I'm just saying the evolution.
Stop.
We went from that to They Not Like Us, right? Like, there's progression in the genre,
Absolutely.
in the music.
We've seen that.
It's still a very new genre. Hip hop, it is. So we're going to see progression. Drake just may be the very first pop artist that can rap really fucking well too. And then there's going to be somebody else. When Drake's turn is over, we're going to see a baby Drake. Just like we got baby Scream Man. Right? Like,
what up, P?
You said baby. First of all, don't ever call me baby.
My son today.
First of all.
Yeah, we got to shut down this narrative.
Second of all, I'm not your son. Y'all are all my kids.
It's just my fault, evolution and everything. And Drake just happens to be the first of his kind. Where, yes, I think an example, a counterpart, when I think of, or when I say Drake and pop stars, you say Eminem, you say Kanye West, elements of Nelly, right? Like you see all of these things. Nelly was the first of Nelly.
For sure.
We didn't see another Nelly before Nelly came. And then we get the spawn of all of these people who are like Nelly, right? Like, this is just what Drake is. What he's been able to do in rap, we've never seen. It's unprecedented. But now that we got to see this beef and this battle that had so much tension, it was a crescendo up into this point, we get to actually compartmentalize and categorize it for what it is, in my opinion. And what it is, oh shit, the MC, the best MC over the last 10, 15 years has always been Kendrick Lamar. Has always been J. Cole. And yes, Drake has elements of that, but what he truly is in his essence is just a really great pop star, global artist that can rap at a very fucking high level. We should have had these conversations when we heard leaks of reference tracks. That right there in itself, I could never look at Jadakiss if I seen that. I could never look at any member of the Lox if I've seen that. If I saw Ice Cube, whatever, there's just, you know what I'm saying? We dismiss that. And the fact that we were able to even dismiss that should tell us, oh shit, this is new, this is different. Because he still was able to thrive after those type of allegations. He should have been dead.
Yo, there's a lot of things.
From a rapper standpoint.
There's a lot of things he survived from a rapper standpoint. Real talk.
And so the fact that he's able to survive is like, oh shit, nah, he's Britney Spears. That can rap really fucking well.
Oh, you mean a pop star?
He's Justin Timberlake. He's one of those, but he can really go there. And he's half black, half white. He could get nigga off too. Britney, I don't think she could get nigga off.
She absolutely cannot.
I don't think so.
It's Black History Month. Stop playing.
It depends on the situation. She might, but
no.
What's the situation? I know where your mind is going. Don't answer that.
You don't answer.
So I'm just saying, like, this is just a part of evolution of life, of hip hop, of music, of creativity, and I am so okay with that. Right? I'm still gonna bump Drake. He's still gonna be my top 3 artists on my Apple Music. Kendrick may not, but that doesn't mean that I gotta slight him because of it. I like Drake's music. I think most of us like Drake's music.
Yeah,
but from a hip hop standpoint, I think we're able to see it for what it is.
Yeah. I hope I get to see more music from the both of them. That would be super dope to see.
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah.
It would. It would.
Also, we forgot to do this. R.I.P. Irv Gotti, founder of Murder, Inc., responsible for so many careers. Ja Rule, Ashanti, Vita, just to name a few. Very shocking. He lost his life with his bout with diabetes, correct? I think he was living with that for a very long time. Super sad. I think the last time we saw him was Drink Champs, or me personally at least. And that was probably the first time I've seen him in recent years where he didn't look the same. He didn't look the same. He looked a little less healthy. And he definitely spoke about his issues with diabetes and the things he's allowed to eat, things he's not allowed to eat, etc. But super big loss for the culture.
For sure. A pioneer in the space. And I appreciate when the legends of our game, this hip hop space, they are vocal. And Irv was very vocal. Irv was very visible. Irv was very competitive. You know, we've seen him on Drink Champs, and not always for the right reasons either. Like, he was one of those people who just spoke his mind, and he left his imprint on hip hop. And there's not many people who can say that. So, you know, salute to his family, salute to him. It's shocking. For me, it was very shocking because he's been so visible over the last few years, being on Drink Champs, doing just different interviews. knowing his history. Yeah, I was gonna say the Ashanti saga. Yeah, that was a thing over the last few years. Yeah. Being connected to that, and it's crazy you mentioned Ashanti because she actually spoke out. Now, if I have a past, this is how I want my exes to respond.
Wait, what?
She definitely kept it classy.
She kept it. I mean, she from the same place me and SaVon from. Of course she did. We all classy people.
Ashanti says, "I can't believe things ended like this. And it makes me so sad."
Hear that?
Just straight off that alone, if I'm deceased, I'm going to read that and be like, word. She continues to say, "We weren't on the best of terms the past few years, but as I've always said, through our ups and downs, I will forever be grateful for everything that you've done for me. Wait, hold up. Everything I've done for you, gotta remember everything I've done for you. When I go,
because what's love?
Got to do with it.
We made history, and that will remain infinite. I've always respected your musical genius and ability to push me to be my best. All the greatness and positive things that came far outweighed the dark and negative times. I have always prayed for you to find peace. Sending love and prayers to the entire family. Rest well. Rest in peace, Irv."
It's a Long Island queen right there.
Ashanti. Yep. I love her.
Now, if I go to my exes,
not the PSA.
I need that.
The ISO.
No.
That's good.
What the fuck? You want them to pen a letter?
I want none of my exes to ever speak my name ever.
Yeah, because you don't know what they're going to say. If they're going to keep it all the way a bean or like give you your flowers.
I said that.
Like that. That's why he wants
if
that.
it's like
I need that.
Okay.
Because we also seen her sit down with Angie and be like, yo, he's a piece of shit. I ain't really fuck with that nigga. That nigga ruined my life.
See? Yeah.
But when he died,
consistency. You see? Gold Link could learn something from her.
Yo, stop.
Remember what Gold Link and when Mac Miller passed and he penned out that whole thing was like, dog, read the room.
And the opening sentence was, "I'm not surprised to hear you went like this."
Like,
or something
what the fuck?
We were all like, whoa, what the fuck?
I ain't seen a Gold Link since.
She say money all around.
You see how Brent left, right?
I feel like I'm the man.
That's Brent's part.
Yeah, he liked Brent.
That's the last time he could sing for real. But no, if I do, like,
oh, that's like your weekend.
Yeah, that's his weekend.
For me, the weekend.
Definitely.
And then Brent to SaVon is weekend to me. Like, I'm just like, why do they sing like that?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta pick one because y'all both have an R&B one. It's Lucky Day.
What?
No, it's not.
He does not like, bro.
I really don't
he doesn't like Lucky Day, and I don't get it.
But because of his singing, because we're talking about singing.
Oh, you're just talking strictly singing?
Lucky Day can sing. Did you not see
his style of music?
No. Did you not see Lucky Day's
best part
Frankie Beverly tribute over the weekend in New Orleans? He killed it.
I think he's super talented. I think he can sing. Okay. He is not for me.
That's the difference, though.
I feel like he makes great music.
I don't think Brent is super talented.
Okay.
I think he's talented.
Okay.
I don't think all that.
That's fair.
Vocally.
That's fair.
But this is about Irv Gotti.
I do not connect with Lucky Day.
I understand.
I be trying to.
That's how I feel about Mike Jack. I understand.
Anyway,
all right. Irv Gotti,
Yeah.
the legend, Ashanti, in the same vein, because knowing from what I've seen, I don't know Irv Gotti, but seeing his competitive spirit, I think if the shoe was on the other foot, if 50 went before Irv, I think Irv and Ja would say something. So in that, I saw 50 say something.
Yo.
How do we feel?
It's hard to say how to feel because I'm not 50 on some real shit, right? A lot of that shit got street level.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's real. Like it's real.
Yeah, I can't speak to however any one of those people or parties involved felt like maybe their life was threatened. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they were put in a position by the other party to be in some really tumultuous shit. I can't speak to it. Yeah. Now, for adult me, it's supposed to say, yo, somebody passed away.
Keep it respectful.
Keep it respectful. But if somebody really tried you like that, I can't speak to it. I can't speak to it.
They come from the era or from the mindset of like, yo, if we're actually beefing, like if we're beefing, if you pass away, I would not care. Like, I'm not going to your funeral. So I'm assuming, I'm not speaking for 50, obviously, but like, I'm assuming that's where he's coming from. Like, yo, I'm really beefing with him. I don't care that he died. Like, I would never resonate with that, obviously, but like,
we're not saying it's right.
They're from the class of like, yo, yeah, he died. I'm making fun of it.
When it was reported that Irv was going through this, before it was reported he was passed, the quote that 50 said was, "Damn, I wanted him to see my new shows, yo."
Oh my God.
That's crazy because
joking about death is crazy. Like
consistency
still
is the theme of this podcast. Yeah. 50 has been consistent.
And he was competing.
Now, what I'll say is, there's a lot of ops, you know. So be it. Be as it may.
Wait, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my best to outlive them niggas.
Do you have ops like that? Like for real? Like,
I don't know if they feel that way about me.
Like if they pass away, you're like, oh well.
If there's a few where I'm like,
there's a few.
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm gonna be like, damn, I wish they could have seen that next pod.
That's fucked up.
So I get it from that standpoint.
Damn.
I don't know if I'll broadcast it in the way that 50 is, but this is why 50 is 50. And there's certain things that we may not ever know. Now, you know, look, you got to know who you up against.
And what do y'all expect from a nigga who disowned his own son? I mean, come on, y'all. What do you expect for him to be a good Samaritan? I think he's a great person. I think he's helped a bunch of people along the way.
He's changed the world.
I don't even know if he's a great person.
I don't know. I know
we don't even know.
We don't know. I do know that there were some unhealed parts to him.
Yeah,
that's for sure. That's a given. You don't even fuck with your own son. Come on, son.
He looked just like him too.
He do.
I don't know. Like wait, 50.
What you was about to say, Reggie? A lot of people what?
Who don't fuck with their own children.
That's crazy.
It's true. 50 is not
That's
unique.
Heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking, of course. It is heartbreaking. And this, how 50 is moving, is very, very, very tasteless and evil. But I don't think he cares about that. He doesn't give a fuck about being tasteful. So, yeah. Doesn't surprise me.
But again, I only mention that because I know of the competitor that Irv Gotti was.
Yeah.
Like he would have maybe reacted the same way.
Irv Gotti even had his own shows called Tales.
Yeah, he did. And he was a pillar in hip hop. He's one of the few people that could say like, yo, I was an instrumental part in Jay-Z's career. And most of us look at Hov as if he's the GOAT. He is super instrumental in DMX's career. DMX is one of them ones, right? Just seeing some of the pictures where you see DMX and Irv Gotti and knowing that they're not here, it kind of puts it in perspective for me. Like, oh, we're really on borrowed time here.
Yeah.
These are people who you think just could never, especially like a DMX, right? Like you just, they just live infinitely in your mind.
For me, that was Kobe for like
Kobe,
sure,
the ultimate version.
So, that shit.
Again, rest in peace, Irv Gotti, to his family. Again, anybody I have relations with, like if I go, please just hold it down the way Ashanti did. And any of my ops, if you hold it down like 50, I'm coming for you.
He could just come back to haunt you.
I'm gonna get the last laugh.
SaVon.
If you do a 50 Cent on me, if I go,
God forbid, not gonna
come on.
Stop saying that shit, twin.
We all got a day. We never know.
We all got a day, but you don't know it.
You think Irv thought he was gonna go before 50? He was probably like, damn, this nigga got shot 9. He got another 9 coming. Like, in his mind, you think you gonna outlive the competition?
Yo, bro.
Well,
I'm wilding.
I'm sure everybody thinks that.
Irv Gotti did say that he knew he was eating bad when he knew he wasn't supposed to.
He did.
So I don't know. I can't answer that question.
Also, by the way, Chelsea Handler did kind of say 50 Cent got mad, like love in his heart.
Okay. Little white lady.
That's so random.
Nah, because you said you guys were alluding to the fact that
like he's terrible.
Yeah.
You want to bring up the white puss?
Hey, she said. I'm reading what she said.
No, and also Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson loves 50 Cent.
Damn, another white. What's up?
You guys know they have like a cute little thing going on.
That was BHM, man. What's going on in here?
BHM.
Woo! All right, y'all good?
Yeah, but again, salute to Irv.
R.I.P. though, man. That's a big loss.
We knew we was gonna talk about in New York. If you're in New York, y'all know this weather been really, really fucking crazy. The snow is coming, so we came here to do the Kendrick breakdown. We also wanted to show love to Irv. There's a few more things we're gonna get to before we leave. What else do y'all want to kind of talk about? Touch on?
Oh, there's the name Dank Demoss.
Demoss or Demoss? The rapper who sued Lyft.
Shout out to Charlamagne.
Weight discrimination. That is the only thing. Okay, hold on, let me explain to okay, so she visited the Breakfast Club, and then in the beginning of their episode, they chose to include the clip where, you know, she comes in and she sits down on a rolling chair, a desk chair, and then she's like, you guys have another chair? And then they had to move the chair away and then bring a sofa.
Brought a section over.
A sectional. And then everyone was saying, this was my immediate thought too, everyone was saying, wow, Charlamagne has matured. Because if this was a 2012 version of Charlamagne,
we would have got a whole time.
It would not have played out like
when
that.
When she asked for the sectional, his head popped up like, wait, what? I knew if he had a joke in it.
I think if I correct me guys, I don't really care, but I feel like Charlamagne was the one that brought over the sofa, no?
No.
He helped. Yeah, him and the engineer, yeah.
Shout out to Charlamagne.
Yeah.
He didn't let his intrusive thoughts win.
I
watched the interview and watched Charlamagne the whole time.
Same. He was holding it back. He was holding it in.
No, there were times where he poked at it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Respectfully.
They all kind of joked about it.
Yeah. Just hilarious.
Envy, Jess, Lauren LaRosa, all of them.
Oh my God. Didn't Jess say like, I could be making this up, but didn't Jess say like, the rapper Dank, her name is Dank Demoss.
Yeah.
Okay. Like she said, oh yeah, back when I was little. And then Jess was like, you mean younger or little?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
That's just being hilarious.
And it just was like, nah, everybody with a baby face look big or something like that.
Well, look, I stand with Dank. Dank went up in the Breakfast Club and said, hey, oh shit. Well, she sat up down at the Breakfast Club and said, hey, my mom, my dad, my siblings were all pretty big boned. And we all fit in the PT Cruiser. That's what she said.
Yeah, you're right.
Jess was like, you lying.
Consistency. She kept it consistent throughout that interview.
They fit in there.
I thought that was admirable.
No,
I really did. I truly did.
They fit in the PT Cruiser.
Nobody, you ain't.
She was there. She was there. You gonna tell her she ain't fit in the PT?
Hey, we have no proof that she didn't fit in that car.
Nah,
she said it.
We have no proof.
What I'm gonna say is the one thing I'm taking away from this interview. They're trying to take. They use. All right. They came up with a new term. I ain't never heard this shit.
Yes.
They said the F word.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for being fat.
Fat?
The F.
Yeah.
Wait, say it, because I'm confused. It's like, say it. What is it?
Yeah, that's what it
the
is.
word.
That's literally
that's
the
the F
word.
word?
The F word.
That's what she said.
Now.
She said she referenced being fat to the F word. Yo, why you keep saying that?
No, because some shit we not doing.
I can see Karen now like, damn, I told them not.
No, but listen. Like, some things we not doing. We got rid of one F word. I'm with it.
Are you? I don't know, guys.
Not with the hands
I
up.
get it.
He's like, I concede.
I get it.
I concede.
We not doing that F word. We are not making another F word.
For the people that are listening and are confused, what is the F word? We can bleep it.
Whoa,
if you fat, no.
What the fuck?
No, the other one that we got rid of.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Okay.
I said, I get it. I said, and everybody,
we understand.
There's a universal F word.
Yes.
We do.
That's a no-no.
Yeah.
And we just not going to do that. Cool.
That word is a no-no.
I am not challenging that.
Yeah.
I'm going to challenge fat.
Yeah.
If you fat, gang.
Yeah. Nah, it be like, and if you skinny, you skinny.
Yeah.
It's just the words we use to describe these things.
Yeah, because it's like well, I don't know what, the fat community goes through. Like, I'm not speaking on behalf of them, but it's like, I follow creators, like, like beauty creators, like fashion creators. And when they describe themselves, they're like, yeah, as a fat girl, like they comfortably call themselves fat. Like,
They do.
Let me ask you a question. What if somebody is the F word, but they say that
yo,
you gonna make me mix up the F words.
We not.
I don't know
if somebody is we on the we ain't on iHeartRadio.
No, but if Pierre wants to be politically correct,
that's not politically correct, bro. We making up shit now.
One of my boys is fat. I tell him all the time. He laughs at. He jokes at himself too. So I'll say, what if you're fat? But you say you're skinny.
Like you identify
as a friend, do I let you live in delusion?
Yeah,
what? You know what?
That's how good of a friend you are.
I don't know, because if they want to just live in the world as if they're skinny, just fucking let them.
But I'm letting you live a lie.
Nah, but
I'm an enabler at that point.
I mean, does he really think he's skinny, or is he just saying?
Nah, not my
funny?
man.
Not your man.
She said in the interview that she's in her mind she's skinny
because she lost weight.
I don't know.
I commend the confidence. I commend the journey, because she also is trying to lose weight.
And she said that she's visited the doctor. Yeah. She said there's no sign of high blood pressure or any of those things.
But Jess did say you taking the wrong test.
Oh, I bet. You know what?
And then she mentioned the thyroid thing.
Again, I'm not here like I get it. Some people do have medical reasons as to why they have the weight that they have, and I empathize with that. I'm not against that, but what I just cannot get past. We gonna keep it. We gotta keep some shit we gonna keep in the past, and I'm not fighting for it.
Yeah, no.
There might be one I fight for.
No. Some shit you really gotta let go, my boy.
I would say, like, we don't have to like accept every politically correct update, you know? Like, aren't there like crazy things where people are like, oh, like I'm an animal now, like stuff like that, you know? Like we don't have to do that. Like,
I'm a cow. Moo.
Yeah.
So good night.
I had to get that off my chest. Again, shout out to the Breakfast Club.
Yo.
It's funny how they keep finding their pockets of culture. Like so many years, they're fucking great. It's really crazy.
Nah, they're killing it.
And Alex, I know you're a radio guy. You tap in, you keep up with the radio.
I do.
I love how they've integrated Lauren and Just Hilarious.
Remember we spoke about it?
I think that is really great.
Wasn't that hard to do?
We didn't have to choose. We don't have to pick. They don't make announcements. What they said is holy strengths and weaknesses. They help each other. Let's keep them. This is what it is. This is the crew, right? Like, and if I'm Angela Yee,
I was just thinking.
If I'm Angela Yee, I'm like, yeah, it took two to match my one. 2 for 1?
Now talking.
Again, that's just the ego talking. We talked a little bit.
No, that's a very good way to look at it. Though.
If I'm Angela.
From
a consumer standpoint,
sure.
I really don't give a fuck. I love the fact that they just are finding a rhythm.
Yeah.
Did Angela ever have both sides like that?
What do you mean?
Because Jess and Lauren, they're like
Angela's all
two split. I never really saw Angela like
in the Jess side.
Well, Jess is a comedian.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to be a comedian. Envy's not a comedian. Envy is envy.
Like you're saying, like you've never seen Angela tap into the Jess bag,
right?
Yeah, but you've seen her tap into the Lauren bag
for sure.
Yeah.
But the Jess bag is humor.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
And I think the evolution of Charlamagne and Envy, you needed Jess.
Yeah.
Because Jess, she was shooing during the interview. Sure. Like, she was calling it how it was. Like, yo, your big ass wasn't in the Prius.
So she said that. She said, you lying.
She was giving
crazy.
My intrusive thoughts. I'm like, yo, please, somebody say it. Oh, it's not like Jess was saying. I'm like, oh, she is needed for this. Like, for sure. They're finding their groove, their balance.
And Charlamagne, like, kind of, he's mature. I don't know if I want to say mature, but he's definitely not like how he was.
He was fighting demons on that.
That is maturing.
Yes, he ain't maturing. What he is he
maturing.
Is.
That's maturation.
Nah.
Yes, it is.
A demon always gonna be a demon.
Yes, but you mature past that.
He don't want to fuck up the bag.
That's a part of maturing.
That ain't maturing.
Yes, it is.
If you watch him on Brilliant Idiots, if you watch Charlamagne,
that's a part of maturing. Hold on,
Pierre. Gang. Maturing is when you outgrow the mindset and the thoughts.
No.
He was looking at, when he pulled that sofa up, he said, this big.
He didn't say that though.
So the demon can still be in you, but maturing is deciding, you know what? Let me not say it right now. Yes. That is mature. That's maturity.
Because old me would have done this in that moment.
That's being selective.
Come on.
That's mature.
Because you are who you are.
Making that decision to be like, I'm not going to say I'm going to be selective. That's literally maturity.
Maturation.
Like, yeah.
You're Regi. I matured in like 3 weeks.
What?
Have I matured?
What you mean?
I'm asking my friend. You sit out, bro. Yo, Regi, I'm matured?
Yes. Yes, you have. Should I tell them what we're talking about?
It's between me and you, friend.
We literally have an audience.
All right, so go for it.
So I asked SaVon to leave some terms out of his vocabulary because I'm not a fan.
She's not a fan.
And I've had to tell him about 16 times. Finally, in the past 3 weeks, he listened. And thank you. I appreciate it.
I had a lot of opportunities to do that stupid shit, but I didn't do it because I'm mature.
You did.
Yeah,
you're maturing.
All right.
It's part of maturation.
All right now.
Yes, he's selective now.
That's a part. But see, being immature in those moments, you decide to still do it.
So if I have the thought but don't say it, I'm mature.
You're better than yesterday. Absolutely.
But I have the thought though.
You're a human being.
So Charlamagne on Brilliant Idiots.
We're human beings.
Don't take my maturity away, bro.
Charlamagne on Brilliant Idiots is mature.
Don't take my maturity away, bro.
Charlamagne on Brilliant Idiots 7 years ago compared to now, is absolutely mature.
We're saying he's maturing. We're not saying he reached his final mature form.
Okay,
but he's improving.
He's maturing on that show.
He's just, I love that. I love that. Right. Speaking of immaturity, real quick, let's do some quick hits. Kanye West, yay, whatever you want to, Yeezy. He went crazy. He was bugging. We don't got to stay there. He got me stuttering. I hate. I can make fun of the niggas that stutter.
I don't know.
I don't know yet.
You're not being mature if you do that.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Kanye was tweaking. It's crazy because just going back to even what Charlamagne said, it does seem like Kanye is an attention whore.
Can I read one of his tweets? It's not crazy.
I'm scared.
Ask Regi. Don't ask me.
No, that's not crazy.
Bro, you in the room now. You can look her in the eye.
I don't know what he's about to read. Read it. Whatever.
He said, "Free Puff," all caps.
All right.
Oh my God, Pierre.
You on Twitter?
Yeah.
Go to my tweet. Go to my Twitter.
He's like, yo, read that.
That's how we gonna respond to that shit he just said.
All right.
All right. That's how we gonna respond
as
to that.
he pulls that up.
Yeah.
In addition to Free Puff, he had a lot that he was saying. Some things that even with my immature brain, I don't even feel comfortable repeating because it's like, you just going a little too crazy, right? Like, and if y'all know, and y'all can be honest, I personally take pride in the fact that I have the darkest sense of humor in all of the circles that I'm in.
Yeah, you're definitely dark humor, man.
Literally, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it be with my friends, whether it be with my family, like I can see the nuance in dark humor and inappropriate jokes. And there was nothing that I saw Kanye tweet. Let me not say nothing. There was a few things I'm like, I get the nigga. But when it came to like the racist and anti-Semitic things.
The porn? You ain't see he was posting porn?
I don't like that. I just want to make clear he was bugging on anything related to those things.
Yeah,
marginalizing.
Sick.
Yeah, I didn't fuck with that.
Wait, Alex, which tweet? Dating with your guard up is corny, stay single?
Oh shit! Nah, not that one. Oh shit!
You got a lot.
Oh shit! I got it. Oh shit! Oh shit! Hold on.
Because I hate when people read my tweets to me in person.
Oh shit!
Like I hate it.
I did ask. I'm sorry. It's on me.
You got a lot of heat.
He's talking about the crackhead one.
Nah, give me some. Give me something else, yo.
Alex was like, yo, Pierre, read my fire ass tweet.
Alex said, "Life is so random. Little baby had no idea he would have to deal with LiAngelo Ball on this week of his release."
You be getting it all.
Oh, we should have a segment. Alex's tweets.
I ain't even tell you, bro. We're doing a live show this year.
Oh yeah,
during the live show, we got a segment just for you. Keep going, P.
For the love of A.
We're all discussing this. We'll talk about it. Don't worry.
I don't know if I should. Yeah, we can mute this.
Kanye is
just read his Kanye tweet.
I got it. Don't even worry about it. He took his time.
It's so much here that I can't even find.
Don't even worry about it. Hey, anyone in here ever commute before?
Yeah,
for sure.
Every day.
Beautiful. You gotta treat Kanye like the crackhead that be talking to themselves at the train station. And just leave him be.
That's not mature, bro.
What you mean?
You gotta talk to people.
Just gotta leave them be. Because the thing about them crackheads is they be in their own zone, they be in their own world, they get it off. You might get some wisdom sprinkled within that.
Yeah, sometimes you be like, oh, okay.
That'd be the crack. Yeah, man, I just treat him like the crackhead that just be mouthing, man.
You ever seen a brand new crackhead that's a little fine still?
A fresh one? Wait.
A fresh one is crazy.
Wait. A fresh one? You call it a fresh one?
Have you?
You ever seen one where you like,
fresh crack?
Oh, damn,
a fresh one?
She just started that crack.
I know the one you're talking about. Like, she just do pills.
Still look kind of put together.
She still look like,
not
fresh.
Too
you
dusty.
can clean it up.
Yeah, you can put a little water on there.
Have you seen?
$20 can get you real far.
Oh my goodness! I don't like how.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Shit!
My mind went very the other way, but I don't think that's what you meant. Never mind.
No, I don't think so.
I hope
not. I was just saying.
All this is very on brand for Kanye. We know he's teasing a new project, Bully, coming out soon. This is what he does. He's having another one of his manic episodes. It's not surprising.
But this is the worst yet, though.
Yeah, this is up there because Elon allowed it.
He put out a snippet with Ty Dolla $ign.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
and I don't know why Game was in it. I didn't really hear. Maybe they didn't put that segment of the song in, but the song was fire.
Niggas. Yeah.
The song was fire.
Song is good. It's his mental is what we question.
It was kind of heat, not gonna lie.
What?
Yeah, it was good.
Dollar Sign carried.
Yeah.
Dollar Sign carried.
I hate the fact that we keep talking about Kanye and it's not for music.
Well, let's talk about the music real quick. He said he's relying solely on AI now.
What?
to put out his music. I saw the process too. I watched his interview with Justin LeBoy, and he's in his warehouse, literally speaking into AI and converting it into rap.
Like, I hate this.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I hate.
These are the times.
He's one of, you know that quote. I can't even remember. Die a fucking hero or live long yourself.
Something like that.
Or live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. He is like the pure definition of that.
Damn.
Because, and I hate to make the comparison, and we're not wishing this on anybody, but like a Tupac or a Biggie or even a Nipsey, right? Like when they did transition, when they did pass away, we will forever hold them in a certain light of reverence.
Yeah.
You know, they passed as a quote unquote hero in our perception. Had they lived a full life, we don't know where life or their mindset journey may have taken them to where now we may not have agreed with the things that we did when we fell in love with them. It's the same thing for like a Kanye West. There was a point where Kanye was universally loved and accepted, right? Whether you agreed or you disagreed, had he transitioned at the peak of that, he probably would be looked at as a martyr and a hero and somebody we just universally loved. But today, when he does the things and he says the things that he says, and I know he does this on purpose, it's because of attention, right? He's not the guy anymore. He's not the Drake. He's not the Kendricks. He doesn't dominate the headlines. He's not dating the Kim Kardashians. Like, yo, your wife's titties, they're nice. Shout out to you. Big white titties during Black History Month.
Hey.
What?
We're only celebrating black areolas right now.
All right. I'm just saying that's strategic marketing for what it is that he's trying to do. I get it. Cool. Yeah. I'm not mad at you. But
episode title: Black Areolas.
No, Pierre.
Thank you, Regi.
I was like, "Hey,
how you look at me for that? You heard? Have you heard what you said?
I ain't hear nothing.
I love I was like, "Oh, by the way, the titties were nice." And I was like, "No, no."
I understand. I get it. Right? Like we are seeing his journey and his evolution, and this is just another chapter. Yeah. He's crying out for whatever he's crying out for attention. That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks that he's gotten to this point where you're losing the message that you're trying to make because you aren't mentally, you don't have the bandwidth or the capability to compartmentalize or just to get your message across in a way that is going to be digestible for the masses. Like, I get what he's trying to do. I do.
He's trying to prove to himself and everyone else that he technically can't be canceled.
And free throw.
And free throw. Sure, but shut the fuck up.
Now he's just saying whatever.
Yeah, who cares? Like, we already, like, shut up. All right.
We see the plot.
Yeah, we get it already, but you're going to show your wife titties, you're going to rant. Like, we know. It's the same shit over and over
again. I can't imagine.
I'm tired.
I feel like he has said the worst possible things
it's bad.
To be said. Like, I can't imagine how it gets worse than this.
He did it. He upped it on everything.
Yeah, and like
everything.
I don't know, a very unsavory tweet about Virgil. And but I don't know, but next rant might be worse because he constantly outdoes himself every time.
Well, they took his page now. Elon took the page down. At first he thought Elon was just gonna allow him to say whatever he wanted because they cool, but that eventually
he came for fucking Dave Chappelle.
Oh, he did? I didn't even catch that one.
He said something about analyze Dave Chappelle's last.
Yeah, he came for Dave Chappelle. He called Dave Chappelle a sellout, and he actually had some funny tweets about Dave Chappelle.
That shit was kind of funny.
Hold on, that shit got a slap.
I can't wait for Dave to fry that nigga in a special.
But and that was the thing. He was mad because Dave already did, and he tried to say, "Oh, your program and this and that," and then the other thing with Kanye, like you're always gonna lose people. It's like when you get into a battle when it comes to jokes, and the first person that brings up money, you automatically lose. You automatically lose. When you're a rapper, when you're a comedian, when it comes to me versus you and his money, right? Like if Kevin Hart went against any comedian and he mentioned the fact that he had more money than them, we know. Like there's nothing that you can say that's going to give credence to your craft and your ability because you have more money than somebody. Right? And that's what Kanye, he keeps saying, everybody's broke, you're broke, you're broke. Like, it's just kind of corny. Nobody really cares about that. You're losing your message. And the fact that you don't see that is kind of crazy. Stick to white titties.
Right. That's a fact. They took away his Shopify account, which is how he sells his merchandise and things of that nature. He also had merchandise, also had Sean John merchandise.
So. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, none of that shit.
Mark that.
Yeah, the symbol name.
I'm sorry.
Just
please mark that. Yeah. So let's see what happens next.
For sure.
Let's see.
Damn. For sure. Quick hits before we get up out of here. Regi.
Yes.
I feel like us being your friends, supporting you.
Yes.
It's only time that we give you the floor for your guy.
I feel so. I've been on Larry June for about going on 5-6 years now. I feel like I was standing on an island, especially on the East Coast. I've been yelling about like, hey, this guy's great. Yes. I love him.
Yeah.
Now is finally the time where I feel very supported. I feel like a lot of people are kind of like catching on to how great and smooth his music is. He just dropped a gorgeous project named Life is Beautiful with 2 Chainz and The Alchemist. Alchemist on the beats. 2 Chainz. I'm so excited to talk about this, but it's a stunning album. Loved it. His music really makes you feel relaxed. Go take a drive,
Fly shit. Just want to spend money.
Keeping it player, just relaxing, just being positive. That's why it resonates with me. But what I wanted to highlight about this new album is that 2 Chainz' rapping ability is so slept on. Like, we know of him as the hit maker.
Yeah.
But he can, like his lyricism. I was like, wow.
He was getting his shit off, man.
Yeah.
This just sounds way better than the joint album he did with Lil Wayne.
Oh.
This sounds way better. This sounds more his pocket. It's as if he's playing up, right? Like, Larry June, Alchemist. He knows what time it is when them 2 brothers is in the studio.
Yeah, and he fit right in their cadence.
I think he knew what time it was and just arrived. That was great. Loved his performance.
Highly recommend that album to you guys. If you guys need a new listen, just go for it.
You have a favorite track yet? You have a favorite track yet, Reggie?
I got one.
I like Bad Choices. Wait, do you?
Yeah, January 14th.
That's not on the project.
It's not on the project. I like True Organics.
Yo, shout out to Larry June. He dropped a track called January 14th. I think that's an amazing date. I think the concept, the visuals, and everything that came with it was awesome. Great. A profit in itself. Shout out to Larry June. Shout out to Regi too, because Regi has really, bolstered this guy's album in his catalog.
He's like, she always brings him up.
And like, she always brings this guy up, man. And I'm just like, wow, January 14th. Like, who would have thought? Like, finally somebody. I got January 28th. Fuck out of here. Take it 14 days back. Shout out to Larry June and January 14th.
I am jealous because out of all days, why did you make a song about SaVon's birthday? Out of all days.
Why didn't do yours?
I was hyped. That's crazy.
Regi, I said, yo, Regi.
He did text me.
I was like, yo, it's Black History Month, but I'm about to send a nigga to you, my nigga. Yo, this nigga's
and it's a good song.
And when he texted me, I was like, oh, I saw it already, SaVon.
January 14th,
and it's a really good song.
Fire.
Very good song. I like
speaking of your release radar, where should we go? Should we go Khaled or Drake? They kind of relate to each other.
Let's do both real quick before we get into them. Rema, salute to Rema.
Oh yeah.
All right. Damn, what's the name of that song?
I was about to ask you. Damn.
I got it right now. It's a flip on Sade's song. Is it a crime?
Oh, yeah.
But the name of the song, she did clear it. The name is called Baby. And man, I've been having this song on repeat. Fun fact, Rema is from the same hood as me in Nigeria.
That's fire.
Yeah, we from the same place.
What's the name? Oh, Benin?
Yeah, Benin boys. No, they carry last.
That's fire.
Yeah, great song. I love it. Nostalgic feel to it, of course. Easy to play, easy to listen to. Anyway, Khaled, man, we briefly spoke about you last week. Who told Khaled to shoot a whole mini movie with Mark Wahlberg? And he ain't asked Drake if the 2 records is cool for the album.
Yeah.
What do we think happened there? So for the listeners, like basically he teased everything. He was like, "Oh, I have 2 amazing songs with Drake." Drake comments sarcastically, like, "Oh, are you talking about Drake Bell?" Meaning, "Yo, don't release those songs. I'm not gonna be on your album." What do we think actually happened? Do we think that Drake did give him the go ahead and DJ Khaled was like, "Okay, cool, I'm releasing it"?
Teacher, pick me. One name, Rick Ross.
Okay.
DJ Khaled and Ross have a very, very close relationship. They are brothers. I'm sure we've seen...
Oh, the Miami connection too?
They are very, very close. I follow the both of them on social media. Is why I'm able to see this all the time. And we do know Rick Ross is one of the people that was shooting at Drake during the battle. And if I'm Drake, and if I'm super petty, and if I feel like the world is against me, and if I feel like if you are friends with one of my foes, I ain't fucking with you.
You think Khaled would put Ross on the album and then also try to put the two Drake features on there?
I think
That's
solely.
what he tried to do, no?
I think solely him just being cool with Rick Ross.
Okay,
is a no for Drake.
And during the beef, I didn't hear Khaled stand up for him either.
There you go.
So that might be another thing that's added.
Great point. And now he want 2 records.
Yeah, well, I'm getting my ass kicked and you all stand up for me. But then when it's time for an album to come out, you want to like champion my name. I could understand why Drake sent him to Drake Bell.
Like putting ourselves in Drake's shoes. Yeah, like I would not be cool with that. But also, quick shout out to, you know who's the realest one out of this entire thing? Kevin Durant. He's
KD.
like, I don't give a fuck about the halftime, whatever. I love Drake. Like that. He's just it's just very simple to him. Like staying loyal. Like it's just really easy for him to stay loyal.
I do love that. I do love that.
Yeah, Khaled, next time you got to check in with dogs.
That's tough.
I feel bad for him. I don't know how he gonna put out that album.
Now it just looks crazy.
And it looked like Rihanna left him on red.
I was about to say.
He keeps saying, oh, Rihanna. I ain't see Rihanna say nothing to Khaled.
Champion it or
nothing. She's
confirm.
dealing with that ASAP shit.
The thing with Khaled, though, is he is a master of like relationships and marketing.
Yeah.
So this could be a situation where this is just a part of the rollout. Like if Drake really doesn't fuck with you, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If Drake really doesn't fuck with you, he wouldn't have even acknowledged it. He may have just handled it on the back end of things the way that we heard he's tried to cease and desist certain records. French Montana, Kendrick, Future, right? Like, if he really wasn't fucking with Khaled, maybe he doesn't even give him the attention of publicly saying, oh, wait, that ain't me. That's Drake Bell. Like, you know, like, this could be a part of the rollout, in my opinion.
That's a good
also,
point.
before you go, Khaled was also seen on Drake's last tour promoting, next to Drake with a sign.
Yes.
I have 2 Drake songs.
I like what Drake likes. Yeah. I like what Drake likes. To your point, though, everything's on the table. We know nothing. But I do think that he did that to try to embarrass Khaled. Khaled comes off as one of those super positive, everything is love, praise Jah.
Like everything is okay.
Everything is okay.
Yeah.
And there are people that don't like that. There are people who will play along with all of that fakeness if they cool with you. And the moment shit go left, okay, fuck all this little happy-go-lucky shit that you faking. This is the shit I'm on. Let's see what happens.
You think it's fake?
I don't think it's fake. I think he generally don't. He's not fucking with Khaled right now.
I don't know. I think...
Yeah.
Or you think it's just a marketing thing?
I think this could be a I think I would hope if Drake if he truly views Khaled as an opposition, the same way that we see he doesn't give any light to like Kendrick or like, it's like, you know what it reminds me of? My guy, Joe.
I'm listening.
Drake and Joe have this weird relationship and dynamic to where they diss each other, they acknowledge each other, they post each other, they talk about it. Like, it's one of those things where if I truly hated you,
I wouldn't be doing all this.
I wouldn't even acknowledge you, or I would be trying to sabotage you behind the scenes because I have the power and the influence. I wouldn't do it in a public way the way that Drake commented on Khaled. I think this could just be marketing.
The post that he commented on, SaVon, got deleted.
That's the only reason why.
After he left that comment.
If it was really marketing, I feel like he would have taken Drake's comment and be like, okay, this is part of the joke. But the fact that it was deleted, I'm like, oh shit.
It looks like he got embarrassed.
Yeah.
It looks like, I ain't checking with Drake. Drake is tight. I'm ready to roll my album out, and now we got to rework some things.
Because both of these guys are desperate. DJ Khaled, he's desperate for another hit. He's desperate for another great reception to his albums.
Yeah.
And so is Drake. And we've seen a formula with both of them working before.
Yeah.
I think Drake is betting on Party, though.
No. I heard something where Drake said after this Party album, it's time for introspection.
He did. He said that the solo shit. But the first thing out, like let's just say the first release from Drake after the Super Bowl, I think he's betting on Party. Like the Khaled records be cool. We've heard stories now about how some of the Khaled records were forced to even come out.
Yeah.
So if I know that you tried to stop Khaled records before, and y'all was cool, so he was like, "Fuck it, give me the money." I could definitely believe after you didn't defend me after a rap beef that I'm tight with you.
Something just feels off to me about this. And I could be completely wrong, but I also don't think that Khaled would parade having Drake songs without it being paid for and the paperwork being done.
How about this? I think the 2 Drake songs, you just brought it up, right? He was parading around with him at tour. I think the songs are already done. The songs have been done since that tour.
You talking about It's All a Blur?
Yeah, It's All a Blur when Khaled popped up with Drake.
Yeah.
I think Khaled is finally ready to start rolling some shit out. And he ain't checked in with Drake since some things have transpired.
I don't think so.
Because the song's already done.
Yeah. I think everything was already done. And Khaled is... I just don't see him miscalculating in this way, personally.
So why would he delete the post if we're trying to promote, SaVon?
Because like we've heard before, everything is a rollout. And everything creates conversation. And I think Khaled is so desperate for a hit.
Definitely desperate.
So desperate for... that same impact that he's had in the past, that deleting a post is going to get more attention than if he would have left a comment there.
I can see that.
I can't. Not in this instance. Khaled is happy-go-lucky. I am happy to tell the world that I have some shit coming up.
Yeah. Or he
doesn't hide anything. He's always super excited.
I'll say this, right? On the internet, we know today.
Yeah.
When you delete something,
sure,
it's still there.
It's not really deleted.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, but again,
because you can't go on his page and access it, it's
he
still
shot
out.
a whole mini movie with Mark Wahlberg to release the album, and then took it down once Drake chimed in.
And if I go,
that's pretty elaborate to do, just to take down.
If we, the audience, close your eyes right now and type this in your phone, right? Close your fucking eyes. If you on Google right now and you type in DJ Khaled Mark Wahlberg video, you're still going to have access to it's out.
I was doing that right now.
Yeah, no,
it's out into the world. You can't take it back. Just because he removed it from his page, it created the conversation, and you can still access it.
Yeah. And now more people are going to look for it.
Why do you think him and Khaled are still cool after everything that
I'm not saying they're cool.
So I want to know why you would think that this couldn't happen.
Because I think that DJ Khaled is a big enough producer, artist, entity to where he's not going to prematurely promote something and advertise something that can't come to fruition. That's what I think.
I feel y'all, but I think y'all are wrong. But I think that Drake already okayed these records.
I was going to say that, yeah. And then Khaled's not going to put it out in the midst of the...
In the midst of the rap beef, exactly. And now he feels ready to do it, but these records were already okayed.
Yes.
I don't think he understands that since some time has transpired that Drake feels differently now.
Yeah.
But if everything is already signed, sealed, delivered,
we can
still put this out, is what I'm saying. I agree with everything you just said.
Yeah.
But the second part to it is, we own this song. This is my song. So I could put it out whenever I want. Maybe Drake feels a little bit different where he's like, I ain't supporting it. But I believe that Khaled's not going to do all of this if the ink is not dry. I just can't see that personally.
And you're saying that him deleting the post and acting like, it was a mistake, that's all a marketing thing?
Yeah,
I think it's like a possibility. Like, I see why it's a possibility, but it like does not make sense. Like, why would like him like, I'm gonna delete it now? Like, that's not
it's
really
like you're stepping on your own rollout.
That's not really like a good marketing plan.
But we're talking about it, so this is probably better than the rollout.
Oh, you got me there.
I've never seen Khaled roll anything out like that.
I know. He gotta try something different because he's desperate. The last time we cared about Khaled, it's been a while, bro.
I hear you. I watch body language. I watch body movement. I heard the way.
Damn, you like Khaled's body?
Nah, I'm cool on that.
You like Khaled's body?
Nah, you got a BBL the way you've been moving that seat though.
Nah, I got a
so he was looking.
Nah,
and I heard it.
Nah, we got
you heard his BBL?
Nah, my shit ain't moving. My seat is very quiet.
Your shit was moving.
My shit is very quiet. Your shit, you've been creaking away over there.
Get me out of here.
Anyway,
Khaled,
he does things a certain way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember that he had to practically force Drake for, I think it was the For Free. As it just me. He had to force, I think Drake took 95% of that record just to allow it to come out, but he didn't want it out. So if I had that energy with you when we were cool, I can absolutely have this energy with you when I feel like you ain't stick up for me. But again, let's see what happens.
If those two Drake tracks are on the album, I'm gonna be like, I'm be tight.
I'll be surprised.
Because this is a stupid. Like,
you really think you don't think Drake is done with the stimulus packages? Really? I think Drake has washed his hands. Really? You don't?
I think so.
How could you really think that after everything he just went through, bro? He's
called
himself a hate survivor.
He doesn't. He loves giving out stimulus packages.
He
not anymore.
Loved.
Look at
the whole thing that happened with him and DeMar DeRozan, him and LeBron.
He's giving Party a stimulus package.
But Party is his artist.
Didn't he owe Party that album?
And Party is his artist.
Yeah.
Fuck all of that. Party is his artist. Party is on his label. Yes, he would do a project with somebody.
Also, Drake is using him too as a stimulus.
Yes. Yeah. But to give a stimulus package to other people that didn't defend me, I don't see that happening.
Did Party
like he's really done for real.
Thank you. To the people that didn't defend him, I don't see him giving that.
Selective people.
He needs all of the allies that he can garner, and if DJ Khaled is willing to present himself as an ally, I think that Drake would take it.
Hell no, nah.
I'm not gonna.
If I was in this fight, Dolo.
Thank you, man. He keeps talking about
this point. Why go to anybody else to try to like bolster
Drake is
my
tight
name now? Yeah.
Drake is very tight with he keeps telling us. We don't got to remix it. It's the truth. He is upset with everyone. He can't believe everyone turns his back on it. He keeps saying it.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
We haven't heard him necessarily rap about anything.
Yeah.
We hear, he got a R&B infused, hybrid R&B, whatever it is, coming out with P&D. So obviously, if you're listening to this podcast prior to the album dropping, what's it called? Sexy Songs for You?
Sexy Songs for You.
SS for You.
Yeah, so we're recording this before this. We could give quick predictions and then we can get out of here. I think the album's going to be good.
Same.
I don't know if it's going to be great. I think it's going to be good, right? Like these guys, they make good music together. I think the timing is immaculate. Valentine's Day weekend. There's going to be a lot.
See, there go that BBL creaking.
Yeah, I was like, what is that?
Hey, hold up.
That was you this entire
I was
episode?
lying. I thought I was lying when I was saying it, right?
That's why you weren't picking up. You traveled too.
I didn't go anywhere.
I hate this storyline. Like the whole BBL shit you guys are doing. Oh my gosh.
I started the podcast saying I'm depressed.
So you went to go get a BBL to make yourself feel better. We understand
traveling. I haven't traveled anywhere.
Come on, bro.
But to your point, I think it's going to be good too.
I think it's going to be a good album. I can't wait to listen to it, dissect
what features? Because he doesn't fuck with anyone. Oh my God, Kevin Durant.
21 Savage and Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant might have produced something. I can see that.
Word.
Not Lil Baby. I think Lil Baby
might get some Lil Baby in there.
Oh yeah, Lil Baby has been asked about the beef, and he's like, I don't want to get involved.
Yeah, I can see Lil Baby.
So he's still an ally.
Maybe Thug.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe Thug.
For sure.
Let's see how sexy they get on the song.
Yeah, there's gonna be, and he's gonna have a female artist on here too. I don't know which one. I don't know who it's going to be, but there's going to be, Sharon. Yeah. And it'll be appropriate for what it is.
I think we get one Drake record on there.
Just Drake?
Just Drake.
Oh, oh my God, I was just talking to Armand about this today. Like, he loves throwing that one in there. You know, like Jimmy Cooks, like one of those at the end.
What a Time to Be Alive. Future had Jersey, and I think Drake had, I forget the other song he did. But yeah.
It should be good.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to listen. I think that's all I got. I think the last thing I want to say is we started with sports. Yo, my BBL is going crazy.
Yeah, did you not hear that before this?
I didn't hear this.
I heard it.
Why you didn't tell me we was creaking?
Because you were making some eloquent points.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Didn't want to disrupt the thought.
My shit was so heavy, you just had to let it rock.
Now you
I hate this.
He said your shit.
Now you getting it.
Your shit. Oh my gosh.
Ironically, I have no ass. But LeBron James can't fool me.
Oh yeah, wait, you guys put that on the docket?
I just said real quick.
But like what? Like what do you mean by that?
He is so happy to have Luka Dončić on his team.
Oh, yeah. He's not retiring no more.
You think he knew?
The reports were LeBron James was blindsided by the Anthony Davis trade
at dinner after the Knicks game.
Like
he was in on it.
He 1000% was aware. Yo, this BBL is going crazy. I got it.
No, so LeBron is very excited to play with Luka.
He's way too excited.
So much so that I think we get 3-4 more years out of him.
Yeah, he can't.
Just to play with Luka?
Just to play with Luka.
I can see that.
He can't fool me.
Yeah.
Didn't he also really, really, really love playing with Anthony Davis? Like, you think he would do this?
Yeah, but sometimes when it's run its course in a relationship.
Hey. Are you saying like he not initiated, but he like wanted it, or are you just saying it happened and he knew about it, or you're saying he initiated?
He happy as fuck.
Hey, Anthony Davis injured right now, right?
LeBron James, he can't fool me.
That's crazy, right?
And ain't that crazy?
OD.
Damn, Lakers won a trade.
Anthony Davis's management team agency is LeBron's best friend.
Yes, it is clutch.
There is no way in hell
that he was
blindsided by this. I think Anthony Davis was truly blindsided.
It sounds like Nico and Rob Pelinka were the only ones that kept it to themselves, though. That's how they made it seem.
Dog, he is flaunting his new bitch way too crazy.
I did see the video.
Bro, he is flaunting Luka way too crazy, way too early. It's like when you get out, when you're getting cheated on?
Yeah, the feeling.
You know when you just get out of a relationship.
Fresh.
And then 3 weeks later,
you find someone better.
She got a new man. And he's like, oh wait, damn.
That was quick.
He got here kind of quick. Like, she put him on the gram?
Yeah, she lined him up.
Already?
He was on deck.
Luka Dončić was on deck for the Lakers for a week. He's already on LeBron's page. He's calling him 77.
Oh my God, he claimed him already.
Yes, he's claiming him mad soon.
Because what's 77 plus 23?
100.
All right,
we gonna keep it 100. I gotta pee. Alex, close this thing out.
Hey, this has been the Need to Know podcast. What you need to know, when you need to know, on the Need to Know podcast. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and also, Regi, Curated Chaos is out now, right?
Yes, it is on Patreon. Patreon.com/need-to-know-pod. Please, you want to watch it on Patreon? Just watch the full episode. Stop getting the clips for free.
Yeah, I agree. We will see you next week. Later, gang.